Well, hello there. Welcome to another episode of Rime of the Frostmaiden here on Dork Tales. I'm your Dungeon Master Kelly, and joining me tonight is the party known as Caveat Emptor, also known as just kicked a giant metal dragon's ass.
Heck yeah, we did.
Fits a little less good on a t-shirt, but it's still good. Still good. Very excited to run this game for you tonight. Tonight's going to be a bit of a slog. So, those of you who are playing in the game right now, hi, how's it going? Go ahead and boot up Roll20 if you can. Because this game is going to consist of going to the Sunblight Fortress, for those of you who haven't been watching, I do want to make sure that I have maps on the side just to keep certain large numbers of enemies clear, because mental combat zones with more than about 10 combatants tend to get a little 3D chess or a little mental chess. So in those instances, we can use maps. For the most part, I'm going to pretend like maps aren't there, and I'm going to narrate as if they weren't, because I want this to be fun for people on podcasts too.
That's fair.
Yeah. All right. So why don't we go ahead and say hello to everybody, and let's start with Lysithian's not blue anymore. Are they feeling better?
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
So quick, I'll just note that. Hi guys, I'm Hayden. I guess I'll just start us off.
This is what you look like now.
What I look like now. I'm playing Lysithian Callisto, the Moon Elf Wizard, and the reason I'm blue tonight is because I'm traveling. I'm headed back to California. I get back on Friday. Yay! So I'll be back in my normal setup at last. While I was at the Nat 19 house, I ran out of blue paint as of last week. So this is me. So you just get like fancy blue. You get fancy
get your
blue
normal
makeup
nice skin.
today. Yeah, you just get Hayden's skin with some blue freckles. This is honestly like a look I would wear normally.
You should.
It's me and
I'm sure you'll
do it.
You'll make it happen in Cali.
I probably will. But that is why Lysithian is not blue tonight, but I will be back to blue hopefully next week if the paint comes in on time. But
Nice.
if not, this is what you will have until the blue paint comes in.
Speaking of other cosmetic changes, hi Mike.
Hey everyone, I'm Mike, and I am playing our human bard, Katarina Firestring.
And you've got a nice new mop on your head.
I do. I have a pretty wig.
All right. Speaking of other people who just have new things, hi Robin, how's the new place?
It's great. I'm in Victoria now. I'm a little, maybe not so weird Wi-Fi. I hope, less technical
Well, I guess we'll find out
difficulties.
tonight. Test
Yeah.
run.
On Shitternet, we'll find out.
It will be interesting. But yes, hi everyone. I'm Robin Holford, and I'm playing Vistra Donkilia, Maintenance Wolf Barbarian.
All right, and coming to me live from across the hall, or across the room of sound.
Behind the other wall.
Across the wall. Hello. Oh, thank you so much, Rose. Oh, thank you, Marlet, for subbing Rose. Thank you. That's really nice. Hi, Christine.
Hello. I'm Christine, and I'm playing Callie Thornhill, the Halfling Druid.
I love how croaky she sounds always. She sounds like she's
So
like she
cute.
quit smoking but did it for like 10 years.
She's just like, oh, she's got some sass there. She maybe smoked for a little while because
The halfling
it's
weed.
the D&D world.
You gotta have the
I mean,
halfling weed.
Halflings.
The long
right?
pipe,
Oh
Yeah.
my god. If we have one more sub, we break 100. Oh, so close.
Ooh,
Maybe
exciting.
the halfling's leaf.
Love it.
Actually.
The halflings leave. No, the halflings
yes.
weed in this. Oh no, this is an Elos. This is the Faerun. So yeah, there we go. All right. So hey guys, if this is your first time tuning in, this is Rime of the Frostmaiden, a published adventure from Wizards of the Coast. Would you? That is set in the far northern reaches of the Forgotten Realms, in a place called the Spine of the World and Icewind Dale, which, as you could probably judge from the name, is a pretty cold, chilly, ice-windy, daily. Holy crap! What?
Whoa!
What?
What's happening?
Oh my god, guys!
What? I looked up and there were like a ton of sub. Thank you, Martlet. Holy shit.
Thank you.
I'm glad I put that mature filter on so I can swear like this. Whoa, thank you so much.
So we can
Oh.
just say that's fucking amazing now without getting in trouble?
Yeah, no, we can. Yeah, we can say it's fucking. We can say that the Martlet Games is fucking amazing, and everybody should go like follow them like right now.
Yeah.
Because like, holy crap! And like Soul, thank you very much for that as well. Go and follow Soul Omen 52 because like she is a good friend of the channel, and it is. I'm really. Thank you. I'm really blown away. But let's pretend like I'm not and pretend like I'm full of bravado, and I'm not gonna get all misty. So hi guys, and I'm all verklempt now. You all are phenomenal. So thank you so much, both of you, really. So if this is your first time tuning in, this is a game set in a region known as Icewind Dale in the Forgotten Realms, which is equivalent like the Yukon or Alaska. However, for the last 3 years, the place has been encased in solid ice. Has a never-ending winter as Auril, the Frostmaiden, a lesser god of the Forgotten Realms, has, for some reason yet to be known, cast this area into eternal winter. The characters are a group of malcontents who ended up together on a rescue party and then stuck together through a number of adventures. They've done many things, like escaped an ancient white dragon, bartered a Goliath peace treaty, fought a dude that just wouldn't die no matter how many times they died him. And then most recently, they stormed up to a Duragar fortress known as Sunblight, only to have a siege weapon in the form of a Chardalian, or Chardalin if you're a fan of the actual pronunciation, which I'm not. A dragon made of this magical metal escape and wreak havoc on the 10 towns that exist inside of Icewind Dale. The characters were able to track it, and they only lost 4 towns. So that's pretty exciting. 3.75 towns. Oh, thank you so much, Snugglebug. Wow, thank you guys so much. Thank you, everybody. All right, so that is the story. The characters have just managed to defeat this dragon in the small town of Caer Konig. And they are traveling presently with a woman named Velen, whose last name always escapes me no matter how much time. Velen Harpel. Who is played by Judi Dench unofficially, and is a woman in her late 50s, early 60s, who is a very powerful necromancer, or at least a very competent necromancer, who helped them take on the dragon. After defeating the dragon, a blizzard stole into town, and they have managed to hole up inside of the hook and tackle?
The hook, line, and sinker.
Hook, line, and sinker. All right. The Frostmaiden's just lonely. You know what? Mood.
Right?
Right. Okay. So if you guys are listening on Roll20, I'm going to put some audio on in the background. And all right.
Hopefully it'll work on this computer.
If it doesn't, Hayden, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that all of the action is described as well as possible, so that you do not have to try with it.
Yeah. No, like
speaking
it's
of
just the
computers.
audio. Like I can see fine on fucking, like I can see it. It's just a matter of fucking.
Sounds like a crow and a raven are having a fight with a raccoon outside. Or a political disagreement on Reddit. I don't know. All right. So
Both?
Could be both.
Both.
Could be both. Let's hope it's not both. I don't want any bloodshed.
It's probably raccoons or cats having a fight. Crows generally aren't out and about right now.
It was definitely a cawing noise, but all right.
Oh.
And which just means that he had just cause.
Oh, good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. All right.
I hope Snugglebug is listening. They
I hope
need
so.
some. Then they will have more material for their next stream.
Oh, nice. All right. So
The puns are strong with that one.
the night is chilly. That's to say it lightly. The 5 of you hunker down inside of the hook, line, and sinker, around the fire pit. The whale oil that powers it was left behind in haste. After searching the building, you find no one here. Perhaps the message that you sent in advance, Katarina, was successful. But with the Duragar that were wandering around town, you still have fears that maybe the invisible threat of the Grey Dwarves was so much that they were just stolen in the night. There are still meals left on the table. There were still embers in the fire pit when you arrived. You coax it all back with whale oil and spend the night resting, recuperating. Everyone can regenerate all of their hit points, and you may also pick your new spells if you'd like.
I did. I am looking forward to using these.
Nice.
Because I get 4th level now.
What level are you guys now? 7?
Yes.
All right. Is there anything that you're talking about throughout the night? Or are you just resting and recuperating?
Probably just resting.
Okay.
Resting, maybe a little bit of like, okay, so we know they can turn invisible, so we have to try and be sneaky about this when we get there. And like
I can
tactics.
I can
It's gonna be
probably
in closed spaces.
Yes, I can probably immediately cast See Invisibility when we get there. And that lasts for a good chunk of time, so I will be able to see them coming, if anything.
Mm-hmm.
That would be good.
Yeah, just point them out and say right there, and then I'll hit them. And you can blast them with your magic too. You know, just we can coordinate this.
I'll just point you in the right direction.
Exactly, just like
I will take dark vision again.
Probably a good idea.
You're serious about this assault, Valen says.
Oh, yes.
yeah.
Of course.
They can't get away with it.
They'll make another one. They knew how to make the first one. They'll make another one.
And to slap them down so hard that they're not going to get back up for 100 years.
I'd never get back up. We're gonna destroy them.
There's always going to be one who comes back later going, revenge.
Yeah.
No.
When you're done with this, then, I do have a mission for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I won't be attending you to Sunblight, though. I have things to prepare for. I wish you the best.
Understandable.
You're gonna miss all the fun.
I make my own fun.
Oh, good.
I'm assuming that you'll need a way to get back to... Bryn Shander is where your dogs were taken.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite a ways from here. In the morning, I'll see if there are any other corpses around. Most of the dogs were destroyed. I can probably piece some of them back together. I don't think that... Well, actually, given the cold, the smell should be alright. It's the one benefit of this place. It's easier to be in my line of work.
Yeah, I guess
Fair.
it would be.
Imagine it in somewhere warmer. The smell would start getting to you eventually.
I'll take first watch. I have much reading to do. Rest up. You fought well.
Katarina falls asleep.
Sounds good. The rest of your night is comfortable. As comfortable as sleeping on the floor in front of the hearth of a pub can be. You will awaken, having slept in a bit longer than you expected. Valen let you sleep throughout the night. Occasionally you would wake up, maybe, open your eyes, and see this old, wizened, matronly figure flipping through a spell book by candlelight, glancing over at you. Everything's fine. You've only been asleep a few minutes. Go back. And while you weren't sure you believed her. The warm embrace of your pillow was enough to convince you to roll back over. Can I get a perception roll off of everyone with disadvantage, please? Oh, and hydrate everyone.
Ooh,
That
Ooh,
hurts.
not great. Not great.
7.
7? Okay.
It would have been an 18,
Which would have been 20.
Would have been so good.
4.
21, but I did roll a nat 20. And I will note that that was a 14.
Okay. Yeah.
So I rolled a nat 20 and a 14. and I
Don't
had
get
7.
salty. Don't get salty. YouTube can deal with it.
So there's
15.
words I'm looking
15.
for here for you, Christine. They are go fuck yourself.
Right? That's what I'm thinking. I rolled an 8 and a 3.
I love you so much.
I
All right.
hate that I rolled a nat 20.
Yeah, you don't get count
Oh.
that. That sucks.
Get it?
You don't get it. All right. So, as you are laying there, a little bit of light is going to peek through the frosted windows of the pub. One of them has been plugged over with some boards before you even got here, from where the wind or the snow or perhaps an errant rock shattered it. But you and Katerina will both awaken to the sound of crunching snow in the distance. And something else. Dogs. Dogs barking. Quite a few of them.
Katarina's gonna ready her crossbow.
All right. Are you going to wake Lysithian and Vistra?
Yeah.
Okay.
Allie will roll to her feet with her scimitar in hand.
Oh, what's going on, guys?
Visitors.
All right.
Sound outside.
Okay.
Allie's gonna go check.
Yeah, let's see.
Peek
who
around
it
the
is.
corner. By the
Yeah.
window.
Looking out the side of the hook, line, and sinker, you'll be able to get kind of a rough view by the alley behind the Northern Light Inn, which has been completely, well, pardon me, I actually shouldn't have said that. You'll be able to get a line through the wreckage of the Northern Light. As I said before, the hook, line, and sinker was one of the only buildings to survive. And in the late dawn, for it only ever crests a little bit above dimness inside of Icewind Dale these days, you will see a large number of people in silhouette, driving through the snow on sleds or marching through on snowshoes. Dozens and dozens and dozens.
Do I recognize anybody?
They're all taller than you.
So
Perception
probably
check?
not Durgar then?
With your existing perception checks, they're definitely not shaped like Duragar, even the enlarged ones. And as you look over the horizon, you will see at the front of them the haggard, stumbling face of Trovis, Speaker and Silver Dragonborn. 150 souls return to Caer Konig. But they're not alone. As you look out the window, you see that they are flanked by several dwarves, about a dozen of them. You don't recognize any of the dwarves, but they're wearing the same type of outfits, all with similar brooches, holding their cold weather clothing on that, if you think you would recognize it, it appears to be the symbol of the dwarves of the Dwarven Valley, leading up to Kelvin's Cairn, just to the east of here. Trovis walks forward, and Jathra, Jartha, the dwarf from Frozen Far Expositions, follows behind him with her bow drawn. Hello! Is Anybody here? Any, evil dwarves or, well, that's a big
Evil-
fucking dragon.
The evil dwarves are gone.
Just a friendly dwarf.
Hey,
Allie
An
will
arrow
pop
is
out
going
as
to
well.
embed itself in the window pane next to your face, Katarina. And Jafra will go, "Oh shit, sorry!" And what do you all
she's
do?
like, whoa! Watch where you're pointing that thing.
Come on, we just fought a dragon. You really think a crossbow's gonna do much to us?
I mean, it probably could, but
I
yeah,
mean,
see what
yeah,
you
if she shoots you in the face.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
God, guys.
How am I gonna make money if somebody shoots me in the face?
mean. That's the moneymaker right there.
It is.
This.
I was trying to say
Can't
that
damage
we.
that.
Yeah, I was just trying to say how good we were, brag that we killed the dragon, but you guys are making me this brag not work.
Yeah, but it's more important to like be like, guys, don't shoot us.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it speaks for itself that we killed the dragon.
Who all's in there?
Who do you think? Callie's gonna pop out and be like,
Avia Temptor, fucking Lysithian, Callie. You know the fucking drill by now.
"You
Any
saw
others?
us last week."
I know, but any... He squints against the reflection of the light on the snow, obviously harming his hangover. I was asking if there was any others. There were some hunters out when we had to leave. Also,
Just a friend of ours.
Yeah, just a friend we picked up on the way.
We haven't seen anybody else in town.
Except for those Dork we killed last night.
Yeah, we did see them.
Yeah.
gods, what town?
Well, at
And it's-
least you still have.
Your people.
Yeah.
Doing better than some of the other towns we've seen on their way up here.
Yeah, unfortunately.
All right, everyone. Any of the buildings that you think are safe, go through them. See if you can grab any supplies or things like that. We can move it inside of the hook, line, and sinker for the meanwhile. The rest of us, anyone who has legs, anyone who can walk and can do it of their own volition, we're heading down to Bryn Shander. Anyone who feels comfortable staying behind and who can swing a sword or shoot an arrow, you can stay in the town, but the rest of us need to get moving. It's not
Yeah,
enough
that's-
places here.
That's probably for the best, yeah.
And we'll head with you to Bryn Shander.
You came up the way, right? How many other places are there?
Well,
Well,
I've forgotten the two that are absolutely 100% gone.
well,
So,
Goodmead and Dugan's Hall are
Oh.
completely gone.
Yep, and so is Caer Donoval. Is probably the town of Caer Donoval is gone. The castle's probably okay.
And then East Haven was hit pretty hard, but we managed to drive the dragon out before it finished the job. But about half of it is gone.
we had to chase it up here.
Yeah. I reckon you got the message that I sent
I did.
to evacuate.
I thought that was you. It woke me up in the middle of the night. Day. And, well, what are you looking at me for? Everybody, spread out! Get searching! And, Trovis will approach you. Thank you.
Of course.
No, if you hadn't sent that message, I would have slept through it. I am realizing that I have a bit of a problem.
Never too late to help it with it.
First step is admitting it.
Where are you headed next, after Bryn Shander?
We're headed to Sunblight.
Fuck those dwarves up.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
gonna make
do
sure they
that.
don't ever give us a problem again.
They built one dragon, they can do it again. So we're gonna go make sure that they can't.
Doesn't.
Kill
They
them
can't
before
build
they
a-
can.
They can't build a dragon if they don't exist.
Exactly.
Those fuckers have done messed with my beer for the last time.
Yeah, we're gonna go make sure that their coupons to life are permanently expired.
It's a big task. You know, I
Well-
used to be an adventurer myself.
What stopped you?
Yeah, some bunch of fools voted me in as speaker. It seems to me that I don't have much of a town at the moment, thanks to these assholes. If you help us get to Bryn, Shander, I don't think they're going to need me there for a while. I wouldn't mind seeing if I could kill a couple of dwarves.
I'm sure you could kill him pretty well.
Yeah, don't be specific on that. This dwarf does
Yeah,
not want to
yeah,
be
yeah,
kids.
okay. The gray assholes.
Yeah, exactly.
The evil ones.
I guess
The-
what
the-
I'm asking
the evil
is,
dwarfs.
do you want some help?
Sure.
Yeah.
Help is definitely appreciated.
I think we're going in there
Yeah, I don't see
extremely
why not.
underpowered, so having a bit of backup would be
Are you less
probably
blue?
helpful.
Are you less blue than you used to be?
I'm just trying out some different magics.
I thought the magic's what made you blue.
No.
Oh, you've got me. Ah, and you've got me too, if you'd like me. Jathra says. Depending. I wouldn't mind shooting some of them myself. But
Sure.
well, we'll see how
I
it
don't know
goes.
what you guys think.
You can always ask me after we get to Bryn, Shander. I'm gonna have to go there and make sure that Atnus makes it down there alright. The fool broke his leg in the run. If you can believe it. Trained scout and ranger. Slips on a patch of ice and twists his ankle and breaks his little femur. Humans.
We're such feeble creatures.
Hi,
Aren't we?
you're really feeble. You're a weak one.
I miss not being feeble.
Well, as soon as you're ready, we still got light.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just woke up from a nap, so I'm good to go.
Yeah, all good. Well, I guess we should probably help out getting supplies. So
Yeah.
All right.
Help
Now-
get things together.
The time that it takes to go through the buildings with 150 people, there's not much left. They managed to bring what whale oil they have that hasn't burned down in the wake of the dragon's breath. They gather what precious belongings they have, what coin they have. Overall, there's not much. It seems that the dwarves were willing to share provisions with them in the valley last night. But as you begin the slow and steady march south, bellies rumble. And you know that there are going to be many, many empty stomachs tonight. A force of 10 decides to stick around to make sure that any of the hunters that were around can be found. The dwarves offer to add a little support due to their natural hatred of the Grey Dwarves, the Duragar. And you begin walking south. Now, it takes a while. As you progress southward, it is going to take you, and I always forget the exact distances. One sec. Boop, boop, boop. heading down to Caer Dineval along the way is going to take a while. It's Dugan's Hole. Is it just the Caer Koenig is the only one that doesn't have the time chart. Everywhere else does, and that always confuses me because we always end up in this stupid town.
Yeah, you were saying that Koenig was 2 hours past Caer Dineval.
It's 2 hours by
Yeah.
it's 2 hours by foot above Caer Dineval.
Yeah.
And you make it down to Caer Dineval. The walk is long. And it's hard. But together, it could be worse. With you, almost 150 are making their way. Men, women, children, and other friends. As you round the edge of Caer Dineval, you will see that the old town has been burned to nothing, and only the castle remains. The walls are peppered with arrows and javelins. And the front gates show signs of breakage. They are sealed again. And a fire burns somewhere inside of the keep. Should we stop here? You came up here. What do you say?
Well, last time we passed them, Duragawa trying to break in. It looks like they might have succeeded.
Alright, everyone. It's going to be quite a ways then. We can't, stop here. So, do your best. Give a rest. It's quite a ways down to East Haven. Lean on your neighbors. We can do this.
Can Katarina boost morale with song?
Yes, you can, actually.
With a performance check?
Yeah. Yeah, so go ahead and do that, actually.
Sing us a song, oh, Katarina fan.
How does a 28 sound?
A 28 sounds great. So what's the nature of the song you're singing?
Just something like upbeat and happy.
Mm-hmm.
So like something she'd play in a tavern, while everyone's having a good time. Just
Okay.
the kind of thing to remind people that hey, not everything's bad.
Okay.
It's looking up again.
Always look on the bright
Side of.
You begin your long walk to East Haven. At least 8 hours. It's beginning to get dark by the second hour. And you find yourself, you and the 150 souls from Caer Koenig begin going mile after mile, trudging through the snow along these deep, snow-riveted roads. About halfway down, an old woman behind you, named Marley, will slip, fall into the snow. She looks weak, maybe too weak to walk. Do any of you do anything?
Can I make a strength roll to try and help carry her?
You do not need to. She is so light that if you devote your time to helping her, you can help move her along.
Okay.
So there's 150 people.
There are 150 people,
Okay, well,
including
Callie
yourselves.
is gonna offer to cast Goodberry 4 times,
Okay.
which makes 40 Goodberries. One of which replaces food for like a full day's food.
Fantastic.
One berry does that, so that'll then leave more food for everybody else.
Okay. That's
try
a
and get
fantastic
through.
idea.
It
Is
also
it-
restores 1 hit point per person.
Perfect. Is anybody else doing anything in the meanwhile and to help out as well?
I don't have any magic to do anything specific, but I will, like, as the day goes on, just cast light. As worst. I'm probably, like, closer to the front of the group because I have a lot of dark vision.
Well, as you say, Fish is probably near the front with you because of her Her eagle
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah, I'm probably
ship.
up there with you and just, I don't know, stretch my back. But
Oh, sorry.
no, just casting light and anything like that. And if people need anything, just helping them forward.
Can I get everyone here with dark vision to make me a perception roll, and everybody without dark vision, you can make me a perception roll with disadvantage.
And it's going to be 12.
Oh, natural 20.
15.
15.
It's this dice.
Yeah.
Do
We're
we
going to
love
use
this
your
dice?
roll.
14.
14. All right. So, thanks for the follow. As you're walking through, trudging through the snow, along with the remains of Caer Dineval behind you, and along with the people of Caer Konig beside you, Vistra, you are carrying an old woman who has fallen asleep at your chest as you help carry her. And as you look up, hearing her uneven breath, you will notice it first with your eagle eyes. You're not the only ones on this road. There are some people up ahead. About 10 of them.
Do they look to be like humans? Is it like height? What, like, does it look like short, tall?
You can see that they're over to the side of the road next to a bit of a rocky outcrop. You see, because you can perceive up to a mile away in the dark. They've lit a fire under this outcropping and are huddled up against each other in the cold. Looks like 2 families, 3 children, maybe 4 if you include teenagers. They have something roasting next to the fire. And as you approach, you will get a good look at it. It looks like an axe beak that's been butchered. Part of its corpse still lays next to the fire. And one of the mothers leans down and continues to slowly butcher it, feeding the meat into the fire on skewers. The children are weeping. So is one of the husbands. But he's trying not to let it show. You can see that at this range. What do you do?
I think she'll turn if Lysithian is like beside her. She'll be like, I see it looks like a family above about a little bit under a mile out. They have some food up and they're taking shelter under an outcropping. Might be a potentially good place.
It'd be a good place to stop. However, we don't want to drop 150 possibly hungry people onto a small family.
Yeah, I know. That's a thing.
I say an outcropping is a good idea, but I don't think getting too close is a good idea right now. We don't want to make them nervous.
Yeah. Well, did you want to maybe a couple people go out ahead and see if they need assistance? If we go-
Possibly. I think that would be a good idea.
and then just warn them that there's 150 people behind, and then kind of get
Well,
a judge.
I mean, they'll probably want to join in.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a little safer.
Yeah, traveling in numbers.
Yeah.
But yeah, we might not
Possibly.
want to just like show up with 150 people.
I think
Yes.
they'll notice
That is
us
my
before we
worry.
get there.
Yeah.
Probably. I just don't think if they have food, we don't know exactly the kind of people that we're traveling with. So.
No, exactly. We don't want to start any sort of riot or anything. Food frenzy.
Exactly.
All right.
So I think just warn the family.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
All right. All right. So Katarina stays behind to encourage and, keep the spirits up among the troops. And, he's de-wagging. Oh, well. All right. So as Katarina stays back, what do the rest of you do?
I'm going to maybe see if there's like 2 people who'd like to, like, just very small, like two other people who would like to come with me to go talk to the family and just kind of give them a heads up that's like, hey, large group coming through, like, is it okay if we... How big is the outcropping? Like,
The outcropping's probably
for
big enough for
Vistra?
about another 5 people. You're kind of
Yeah,
only
okay.
vaguely seeing it. It's a sheet of stone that kind of is cleft over, like a natural lean-to, about 15, maybe 20 feet wide at this angle. It's kind of hard to tell. Bloated by snow as it is, but it seems to be keeping the snowfall off of them. And here, the snow is starting to fall again.
Okay.
Who do you take with you?
Callie, do you want to come with me? You're better at diplomatic sorts of things.
Okay.
Honestly, just Callie and I could go.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's easy.
You approach.
I'll stay back and kind of lead the group.
Okay. You stay back and stay with Katarina. Now, the two of you make your way up. Are you trying to be stealthy? Or...
No, just make ourselves known.
Callie will even, if they appear to have noticed, Callie will even just wave.
One of the women who's sitting, one of the parents, you imagine, who's sitting next to another woman and holding her hand tightly, stands up and draws a short sword from the pack at her side. Who goes there? She says. She's a human woman with brown hair tied into a bun under her cold weather clothing.
Hello. I'm Callie. We want to let you know that before we surprised you,
There's
all the survivors of Kara Koenig are coming through
You're the
this way.
halfling and the elf that came and met the speaker, right?
Yes. Where are you from?
Caerdinival. We managed to make it out when things got bad.
That's good.
Well, the dragon's gone, at least.
We dealt with it.
I'm Aaron. This is my wife Blythe, our child. Tom, Ella, their kids, and Sio and Raquel, a pair that look like probably cousins or the aunt and uncle of the other two children. Kind of look sheepishly up. Where are you headed? She says.
Heading through East Haven down to Bryn Shander.
Is East Haven still there? I saw the fires.
We managed to drive it off. We caught up there and drove it off from there. Unfortunately, we didn't take it down there.
How many
yeah.
How many from Care
Got a-
Comics are
About 150.
100?
Give or take.
There's about 10 staying behind.
At this, the other woman is going to begin crying. Aaron's wife is going to begin crying, and can we come with you?
Of course. We were going to offer anyway.
The man on the ground, Tom, well, that's it. We waited another 20 minutes, another half hour. He looks down at the butchered axe beak with wet eyes. Oh, Aloe, I'm sorry.
I mean, they don't have much food either. So you should probably eat up if we're gonna keep moving.
Yeah,
You're gonna join us.
he was a good bird.
I'm sure he was.
Have them help themselves to anything they want. I can't eat it. I'm not going to eat either if Daddy's not going to eat. No, you're going to eat up. We don't waste things. These nice people are going to help us. They deserve a bite.
No. So I think by that, because we just talked about it, so Callie wouldn't have gone through the whole group yet handing out. She probably would have handed out the good berries specifically to the more fighter ones, and had
Probably the kids, too.
and had everybody else eat the whatever food they had.
Okay.
But she probably hasn't done all of that yet, so she'll probably hand out a couple here and just be like, here, if you're gonna share if you're gonna share your food here, this'll fill you up for the day. And that way you don't have to.
No.
But we need people to be in good shape.
You spread out the food, and a bit of good cheer returns. There's a moment as the group from Caer Koenig arrives that seems tense. But then people start eating a bit more. The roasted bird goes quickly, and the rest of the butchery takes no time at all. Before long, someone from Caer Koenig, following your example, will reach down and say, "You know, my kid's been on this sled for long enough. Maybe we could swap one of your kids on. Probably could fit two, actually. The dogs are still pretty fresh." And for a moment, there aren't two groups of people, just another one. And you begin heading south again. The rest of the trip is long and hard, and you lean on each other in more ways than one. But before midnight, you find yourselves approaching the northern edge.
Which, whenever we take a break,
Mm-hmm.
Callie will create the Leoman's tiny hut.
Mm-hmm.
So one that she can create, so that like as many, I think probably of the children or the oldest people can get into.
I'll say the old people might need
And
to
I
warm up
will,
too.
yeah, I will.
And like the
ritual
littlest
cast
children
one.
sort of thing.
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
Babies.
I will ritual cast the hut as well, so
Sounds
people
good.
can come inside. So that's total, including us, 20 people we can put inside
Okay.
because we have to stay inside.
You will make it down with, by the time you reach the edge of East Haven, the cold, the hawkish wind blowing off of Lac Dinasher is intense, and it cuts through you. But by the end of it, the count from the 140 that originally set off with the 5 of you and Valen. More than 130 make it, not including the ones from Loch Dinasher. A few wandered off in the cold, as is expected, but the majority of you made it. As you head inside of sight of East Haven, a few battered militiamen will call out in the darkness, holding torches and crossbows at the ready. "Who goes there? Who is it?"
The citizens of Caer Koenig.
Yeah.
Refugees.
But we ain't got no refuge here. The long way around town begins there.
Your attitude is not justified. We are coming here with people who need help.
Our people
And we
need
also
help.
helped fend off your dragon
Yeah.
for a little bit.
And we
so
fixed your
a
dragon
little
problem, so they can at least
respect.
camp outside the frickin' walls. Chill your tits, come on.
We're
We should
all
work
in this
together, not let these bitches ruin you all. There's a Durgar up there that's fault this is. Don't turn against other 10-towners.
You can make me a persuasion roll. And because other people are helping you roleplay, you may make that with advantage.
Sweet.
I love the smile that breaks out.
Sure.
Okay. 21.
21.
Callie's like standing waist deep in snow, just glaring.
Some of the... There's not much, but some of the northern houses didn't collapse and are empty right now. Their people died. Along the east way. Over by the wet trout, just over here. There's not much food. We can't offer you anything.
Did
Most
the
of us-
cauldron make it?
A roof.
A roof to hold a blizzard off, and we will make do. We will figure out.
I don't know what cauldron you're talking about. You talking about that big thing?
Yes.
Wouldn't know. It's buried underneath the rest of Town Hall.
Okay.
Was Town Hall stone? Do I remember?
Let me double check, actually.
Or is
'cause
it wood?
Town Hall.
Wait, weren't we going to Bryn, Shander?
You got to go through East Haven to get to Bryn Shander.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, check your map. Check your map.
Check your
I
mail.
had to step out. I missed that conversation. Coming in.
Okay, one sec while I just check. So Town Hall. East Haven Town Hall is a 2-story wattle and daub building. What is... I don't know what that is. Is that brick? So it's like daub is
No.
like mud brick, right?
So
I think so.
no, it's not. So wattle and daub is generally it's probably a wood building, and they filled in the cracks with essentially like grasses and mud.
Yeah.
So it's just to insulate it. Okay.
Yeah, so to fill in all the cracks between, say, like a log building.
Kelly,
Yes.
look at my webcam.
Yeah, so it's generally plastered over with mud
Okay.
and
All right,
grass.
fair enough.
Sort of thing.
All right, so the dungeon level is hewn out of solid rock and has sturdy iron doors. Well, that doesn't help you. So yeah, it looks like it's mostly wooden. The floors are wooden, and I can definitely see that here that the floors are wooden because they are hardwood floors. Nice hardwood floors.
Callie's gonna go and like
Let's
She'll-
look. Let's look through it. See if we
let's
can
pull that thing
survive.
out.
Yeah.
That'll solve the problem.
Yeah.
What do you mean it'll solve the problem?
Don't worry about it. Just
Yeah,
let
we'll-
us do it.
The
We'll fix
cauldron
it.
will solve the problem. It's magic.
Sure. Follow
Callie's gonna go over there and then shift into a polar bear to help like
me. Okay.
shift stuff.
Yeah, Viscer's just gonna use her like axe to like help leverage things up and
That sounds great. So what I would like you all to do is everybody give me an athletics test. I think to mill through this. If you're using magic to try to do something different with this, like Lysithian, if you're using like mage hand, it's only got about 5-pound weight. But if you have anything else that would be good, telekinesis or fireball.
Nope.
Alright.
I mean, I could fireball it, but I'm not going to waste a fireball.
Okay. Do you have anything else
That's
that would
going
be
to
helpful?
be 11.
11. All right. So
No.
you'll
As a polar bear, that'll be a dirty 20.
okay.
I've got a 25.
Drunk, baby.
She's so strong. She's
And
I got-
Katarina, what are you doing?
I got 10 to help out.
10 to help out? All right.
Yeah.
So you all will go through there. Trovis is going to stay behind with his people to make sure that nobody tries to raid them or anything like that. And so will Jathra. And it takes you about 2 hours of hard labor. I'm going to give you each a point of or a level of exhaustion at the end of this, just because this is hard manual labor. You will be able to unearth the cauldron, and you'll see that several bodies are crushed next to it. East Haven Town Hall had several guards that were assembled around at that time. They were guarding this cauldron when the building collapsed. As you're unearthing it, you are going to notice something else buried underneath the rubble. For next to it is a crushed body of a Duragar. It's an immense figurehead. It's how to explain this? It is a figurehead of a demon. And by figurehead, I mean more of a masthead. In fact, you can still see the wood beneath it where it was once attached to a mast. It's a bull-headed demon with its wings rearing back, its arms and chest flexing out forward. And the corpse of a scrawny woman with long white hair strapped to the mast beneath it with thick hemp rope. The statue is made of Chardalian. But you're able to get the cauldron.
Does there look like there's any, like, clothing or armor on the Duragar that would be salvageable?
Not... actually. Yeah, you'd say there's probably a cold weather cloak. That's about the best of it.
Okay. I was just thinking, like, disguise. Disguise.
Yeah, actually, a cold weather cloak, yeah, with a hood. Absolutely.
Yeah, the one that looks like their uniform or whatever.
Yeah, you could take that.
Yeah, sure. Visser will take that.
They're not the only Duragar that are in town, although in the distance you smell an awful aroma. As you're near City Hall, you're near the center of town. East Haven is having another burning. As you glance over and see a large number of assembled people down a side alley at the center of town, where the bodies of Duragar have been stripped and tossed onto a pyre as the town sits around and warms themselves on the bodies of the dead. With your eagle eyes, you'll see that the Duragar are not the only ones lighting the fire. And unlike the joyous celebration of the burning of that wizard, the town does not seem united around the fire. They seem divided as ever. Pockets of humanity warily eyeing each other. And, of course, dwarf kind and human kind and halfling kind and so on. Are any of you doing anything with this, going to investigate this figurehead, or just taking the...
I'll be
Yeah.
back 1 second again.
I would like to investigate it for sure.
Sounds good. What do
See
you
if
do?
it's a demon that go up to it, like lightly run my fingers along it, try to make out maybe if it's a figure that I've read in my studies at all, or
Can you do me a big favor, my friend? Can you make me a charisma
can.
save?
I sure fucking can.
Can you?
Okay, it's not going to be terrible. It's going to be a 13, so it could be worse.
That, you know what? It's cold to the touch. Even through any gloves
You
you're
can fuck
wearing.
me over if you want.
It's very cold to the touch. As far as a demon, you can make me an intelligence history roll.
I'm gonna put the point of inspiration.
All right, spend your
or use-
inspiration.
Just because I rolled so low. And I rolled even fucking lower. I'm so mad. That's fine. I'll take my first roll.
What was
It's
that?
Let's see. Hang on. It's gonna be 13. Apparently that's a number of the night for me.
It's the number of the night.
Lucky 13.
Mighty 13.
Yes.
Observing it, well, you know what it is. It's a Baylor. But beyond that, you're not sure its significance. Like, you recognize the demon from your studies. You remember there was something about a Baylor and Icewind Dale. You might be able to ask someone else for some help, but off the top of your head, you know that it is a Baylor, and that Baylors are particularly nasty demons.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. As you do you go and use the cauldron?
Yes.
Okay. So the cauldron. It's been a while since I actually hadn't expected you to dig that thing out. So give me 1 sec just to remind myself how many hundreds of people that thing can feed.
I'd also like to say Viscera, as like a town member for the past couple of years, she would like to try and like go talk to the people of East Haven
Okay.
at some point around the fire.
Sure. So Vistra wanders away from you and heads up by the fire. Katerina, you
He's like,
are...
I can't do this magic shit.
You are there. Are you staying with Lysithian? And Callie, are you staying with Lysithian?
Mike had
Allie's
to step
gonna
out again.
stay.
Oh, damn it. So the cauldron is filled with water. It turns into a stew. 4 people per gallon, and it holds 30 gallons, so it's 120 people can be served from this 3 times. So that is 360 people can be filled by this.
Yeah.
Per day?
Per day.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
All right. Vistra, you wander over toward the smell of burning bodies. And indeed, nearby there are a pile of bloodied rags where the clothes that aren't really fit for use have been tossed aside for now, or to air out a bit in the case of the smell of the Duragar. What do you do? Where are you headed? There are so many people nearby. About 60 sit around the fire.
I think she's just gonna is there like a ledge or like a barrel or something that she could climb on to make herself tall?
Yes, there are actually. There's the deck of a house, the porch of a house that is collapsed backwards, leaving the porch alone. It raises you up about 3 feet.
Sure. Yeah, Vistra's gonna just climb up onto that and basically go, all right, guys, I've been a member of this town for about 2 years. I know it's not as long as most of you here, but I thought we had a bit of a community. I brewed your beer. Come on, you know me. We can't have this division right now. That's what the Ice Bitch wants. We need to band together. We need to be stronger as one group. If that means having factions in towns, it's not gonna how we're gonna survive. We need to come together and help each other. This is our moment to where it's either gonna fall apart and she's gonna win, or we're gonna band and kick her ass, because that's what we are up here in Icewind Dale. We're strong, we're fighters. I know all of you, you're not. We can't fight. Enough of this. And she's gonna I'm saying it quietly in my house, but Vistra's yelling that. She's giving a mighty speech.
All right, you can make me. I was going to give this with advantage, but your role played that well, so I will just give you this as a flat persuasion roll.
Okay. Oh, lordy, lordy, lord. I only had +1 to persuade. No, where is my persuasion? Yeah, +1. All right.
You can use your inspiration.
Actually, you know what? I will use my inspiration for this.
All right, that's your inspiration for the night?
Yep. All right, that's a 19.
A 19. They all look at each other for a moment. And then an old woman looks up at you. Spits on the ground. Fuck the ice whore.
Yes.
I'm sick of the bloody cold. My knees, my ass, everything is cold. Yeah. And fuck these Duragar too. At least they're finally giving something back to us for a few minutes. Well, what do you want us to do then?
Help each other. I see you guys sitting in little factions. Be kind to one another. I already got this vibe coming in here. I've been here for I've been here for 2 hours digging out a cauldron to feed everyone. Help each other.
You have food?
We're making some.
Where's your food?
Yes.
You have food? What kind of food?
It's
Where's the
gonna be
food?
a mildly boring, bland tasting stew. Chill.
I'll take boring. Boring's not that bad.
Exactly. We will get through this together. But we need to be together. You need to help each other. Let's try and fix what we can on this town. The dragon did most of it, but try and get what we can standing. Plus, it'll get you warm working out, trying to rebuild stuff. Try and survive. We have the people from Care County. Their team got destroyed, but they survived. They need help. They need a hand. They need a woman. Shelter. Offer that to them.
We don't even have that for ourselves.
We will make it. I'm saying, make it for yourself.
You're gonna make a house in the middle of the night?
I will if I have to. I just went and
Oh, I'd
beat
like
up
to
a
see you
dragon.
try. Well, just give her a second. Shut the fuck up. Oh. Okay, sure. Asshole.
Quick suggestion to Vistra that she probably would think of in the moment, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, better than sitting on your ass. Try.
Exactly. Yeah,
Right.
that's fair. Exactly. Give it a try. What are you gonna say? What's gonna happen? No. If not, you'll still be warm trying to do it.
The man who is rather impolite, we'll say, starts to get up and looks like he might go after the man who smarted back at him. When suddenly a length of wood is going to strike out and catch him in the upper thigh hard with a whoosh. And it's the old woman who, in the darkness, you'll recognize as the woman that you saved from the robbers the previous day with your friends. Sit your ass down. If you're gonna stand up, you should do something. It doesn't seem like you're much in the mood for it. And with that, she gets up and heads over, limping on her walking stick. And one by one, the residents of East Haven, well, most of them anyway, begin to mill upward and offer bits of comfort that they can to those from Caer Dineval and Caer Konig. The rest of the night passes in a bit of blur, more like a fever dream than anything else. East Haven is too damaged for the extra 150 people, let alone the several hundred survivors that still are here. Some can stay, but the rest will need to go further on and progress down, down, down toward Bryn Shander. Another grueling 9-hour walk awaits you, but that's for the next morning. The cauldron is easily filled with water from the snowbanks. And if you serve it that night, by the time you are done, 400 souls will have a bland but filling meal resting in their bellies. You sleep restlessly. On the next morning, you begin heading down to Bryn Shander. The walk, starting just before dawn, now has almost 280 people moving with you. Yes.
I would just like Vistra, I think, is getting a bit nervous carrying their Chardalian axe with her. So I think in the morning she's gonna try and sneak out and throw it in the lake without anyone noticing.
Okay, sure. That sounds good. As you get up and you throw it into the lake, can you make me a charisma roll? Make me a charisma save, please.
Uh-oh. All right. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! That's a 5. Oh no! Why does my dice not like me?
Sure. You throw it. You wander back and begin the trek down to Bryn Shander. About halfway down, it's actually a nicer walk than it was along Caer Dineval. But as you're all walking down, one of the young girls from Caer Dineval actually will come up and say, "I like your beard."
Oh, thank you.
Mommy says that I'm not going to grow a beard, but I'm trying. See?
Yeah, you keep trying. I'm sure you'll get there.
I like your axe.
Oh, thanks.
It's a big one.
Yeah, I know.
Do you kill bad
Pretty-
guys with that?
Yeah, I do. It's real fun.
Oh, do you kill bad guys with that one? And she points at the axe at your waist. Made of Chardalian.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Not too often. It's not very nice of an axe, and she's gonna kind of like move her cape around it a bit, hide it again, and she's gonna look down for her other two axes. Are both of them on her thing?
Yeah. Well, no. Actually, one of them's not.
Shit.
You thought you threw the right one in. It was dark. I mean, dark for a dwarf? Is anything ever dark for a dwarf?
Oh no. Vistra's worried. Vistra's very worried.
Okay. Katarina, what are you doing? Just singing songs the way down again?
Yeah, basically.
All right, go ahead and give me another performance roll. I want to see if you can cheer everyone up. So 280.
18.
18. All right, so you lead them in a lovely ballad. A lovely, rousing marching chant. Now are you bringing the cauldron with you as you go? Those of you who had the cauldron before?
How many people stayed in East Haven versus?
Let's see. Let me check how many survived. There were 750 there. I believe that about 240 to 300 survived. So I would say about half of them.
I mean, I think Vistra would have suggested to the group to keep it there if they're trying to rebuild their town a bit and survive. But again, that's kind of up to the group as well. But that's what Vistra would have said. She would have voted to keep it at East Haven so they can have food.
What does everyone else think?
I think Callie's thought is that, well, we sold it to them, so it's theirs. It's not ours anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should probably stay there.
So it should probably stay there. But on that note, like,
Callie is going to try and range off of the path and hunt. Like, whatever she can.
You can make me a survival roll.
Okay. Sweet. That is going to be 25.
As you go off the path and hunt, you will see that there is a large elk directly in front of you. Some 100 feet. What are you using? Your sling? Or are you transforming yourself?
I believe I would use my sling
Okay.
to try and
Launching
take it.
your launching a bullet into the air, you will manage to arc it directly in a way that you catch this elk along the side of the skull, wounding it deeply. It moans and tries to run away, limping as the consciousness flees its form. Would you like to make me an attack roll to see if you can hit it again before it escapes?
okay.
And this is dexterity based.
18.
18. All right, you were going to be able to crack it again in the back of the skull with another bullet, and it was going to slump to the ground.
Okay.
However, in the distance, you'll see that you're not alone. A shape is looming forward. You're probably about 2 hours away from Bryn Shander at this point. And a pair of Goliaths looks over at you across the expanse.
Callie will wave.
It's Grogheim and Kivea. We heard that there was trouble. Is that true?
Yeah, massive, metal dragon?
We saw. I had intended to come and kill it. You intended to
Too
come and
late.
kill it.
We got to it first.
That is
Callie will
unacceptable.
brag.
How could one as short as you have taken on something like that? Should it not have gobbled you up? You would have been quite a snack.
Magic.
I have heard that she is quite a snack to begin with.
Oh, yeah.
I do not understand. Is this because she is small and bite-sized? In a way. Now shut up, brother.
No, but it did destroy 3 of the towns and most of another one. So all the survivors are heading down to Bryn Shander. So I'm trying to feed them. Slow going.
This elk looks heavy.
It does. I was thinking I'm gonna have to change shape to move it.
It's not heavy for one of us. Not heavy for two
that's
of us.
true.
And they will go forward and pick up the elk and help you carry it back toward... You killed the dragon. So what is your next plan?
Go and just smash the Dorgar.
They're the ones who built it. Set it on the 10 towns.
I would like
I'm
to
gonna
see
teach
that.
them a lesson.
Yes, as would I. I hate those dwarves.
You wanna come with? I
They
bet there's
shoot
lots
each other
to
a
smash
lot.
there.
Perhaps we have trading to do in Bryn Shander as well.
Oh, well, we're heading there. Do you want to come along?
Yes.
You don't have to come with the group. You can always follow. But safety in numbers. Not that you
Yes.
guys need that, but
Your group should be safe from us in their numbers.
that's true.
By 1 or 2.
And there's a whole new audience to show how strong you are by taking on any attacker.
This is acceptable. We will come with you.
Wonderful.
The pair of Goliaths join you. Reminder that Grugheim was the one that wrestled Vistra, and Kivea was the one that spent a little bit of time with Katarina. All right.
I think when they get in range, Viscer's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, you want to go again? Let's go. Let's tussle."
Time and place, Vistra. Jeez.
It would not be fair. I have carried this elk, and you have carried your burden for quite a ways. Having an arrogance that large must be tiring.
Yeah, but you know, it's not like it's not earned. I did just help slay a metal dragon.
Slay a real dragon, and then we'll talk.
All right.
And they are going to join up with you. Kivea is going to give the most Goliath version of one of these towards Katarina. Which, I don't know what that would look like. What would that look like?
It's just all in the eyebrows or lack thereof.
And just like a thumbs up. Just like,
Yeah, me.
it's just like, you look, we banged.
We-
I said a bang, bang, bang,
Bang
and
it, bang. I said a bang, bang.
bang,
Oh,
bang,
God.
bang,
Yep,
bang.
all right. We're doing How I Met Your Mother jokes now? All right, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we never stop. Okay. And with that, you continue the last leg down to Bryn Shander. As you make it there, and you approach, you are seen far in the distance. Enough that Speaker Duvessa, Shane, and a contingent of guards is already waiting for you on the trail, along with Sheriff Markham, Southwell. Duvessa raises her voice as you approach. Ho there! How far are you coming from?
Oh, goodness.
Herr Koenig!
My gods, there are a lot of you.
With all that's left.
Well, it just so happens we have a lot of space inside the wall.
That sounds good.
Everyone, divide up as best you can in groups of, gods, 20 or 30? We'll say groups of 20. Each of you follow one of the guards. They'll take you in to the center of town, and we'll divide you up among the houses as best we can. Families, please stay together. Don't worry. Nothing gets in the walls of Bryn Shander. You're safe. And then she'll approach, lean into the four of you. You brought me quite a problem. But I'm glad they're all alive.
Couldn't leave them to starve.
Or try and make it here by themselves.
You know, food is a bit of a problem inside of Bryn Shander. A lot of our supply lines have vanished since this dragon hit. We haven't been able
I'm
to
sure-
get...
The town. Most Care Counting's gone.
I'm sure that there are some hunters amongst them. Some people who can probably help out in different ways. So I think if you could maybe delegate some jobs to people, it might make things go smoother, and some people might be able to go out and do some hunting of some kind.
You just came from East Haven?
Yes.
Is there any word of the speaker? You did see the speaker die, actually, during the Battle of the Dragon.
Yeah.
We did.
Didn't make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw them pass when we were there.
I heard that there was a relic that he purchased some time ago, a cauldron that makes food.
Yes. We left that in East Haven. We
City's
had
pretty wrecked. They didn't have much.
there was barely anything there. So it was the least we could do is leave them with something that they could survive on.
Understood.
That thing was awful. But Callie will essentially just be like, okay, this has been a long day, but turn around and go find the other Goliaths and be like, want to go hunting? They need food.
This sounds acceptable.
All right.
Vistra,
Yes.
you are small.
Yes.
You are probably a shit hunter.
Well, I guess there's only one way to find out now, is there?
No,
Hunting
there's only one way
contest.
to confirm my hypothesis.
Yeah, we'll see who's confirming whose hypotheses.
All right.
Those
what
are
do we-
big words.
I was shown a dictionary.
Wow.
All right, give me a survival roll. Let's see who does better.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no. Oh, that's only an 11.
Oh.
Vistra's a shit hunter, apparently. She's small. And
All
stocky.
right. Let me just check. Goliath, warrior, survival. I got a dirty 20.
That's rude.
All right, so he is going to out-hunt the crap out of you.
I'm sure he is.
Hey,
It's fine.
I also want to roll in on this.
Go ahead, roll in on it. Actually, you know what? Let me roll for her too. Oh, she only got like an 11.
So I did as good as her. So I same as another Goliath. So you know.
Yeah, but she's still sore from Katarina.
26.
26. All right, so you are going to be the one that actually finds. Yes, the Goliath has a word a day calendar.
Amazing.
Snails, effervescent. Snails are effervescent.
Hypothesis.
Hypothesis. Rutabaga. Warbler. Anyway, you will do some hunting. You will manage to bring in a decent amount of meat. Callie, you are going to be able to bring in the most. However, you are not going to bring in the most, I don't think. Nope. Because as you think you are bringing in the biggest kill, someone's going to snipe you. As you are edging up on one of these immense shapes up on a hill, this large, large beast, another one of these tremendously large Icewind Dale elks. A white shape will suddenly blur, and a pair of bear claws will slam into the elk's throat, slamming it to the ground, because I just got a 29 as Lyra.
Lyra, that was my kill.
It's my kill now.
Well, you can help drag it back then.
Put it on my back. The polar bear
I was just
smiles
gonna make it
at
like
you.
a little sled or something.
That's acceptable too, although I do enjoy the perfume of the dead.
Nobody else does, though.
Meanwhile, those of you who didn't go hunting.
So we're gonna drag back like 4 or 5 elk.
Markham Southwell brings you into town. And soon you are greeted by, well, you and Valen are greeted by the leering, smiling faces of her hooded undead kobolds. Oh, you made it! Not dead, not dead. We're dead. Yeah, we're dead. We're dead. Yeah, I'm dead. You're dead? I'm dead. Yeah, but you're not dead! That's great! Oh, your dogs are right there. He points, and there's a lean-to that's been hastily erected where your dogs are suddenly on their feet, yipping and scratching at the wood. Yep, 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 etc., etc. In fact, there is, I forget what his name is. But you guys remember. Your lead dog.
Oh, fucking,
Scout?
Scout.
is it Scout?
Was it Scout? I'm gonna...
Forgot
hold on.
which one was
Scout.
lead dog.
It's, hold on, this is like...
It's not boy. Boy went back to his.
Yeah,
No,
boy
going
went back.
I don't think I wrote down our dogs' names in my notebook.
I had
have it here
them.
with me. I don't have it here with me.
Was it? It wasn't episode 5. It wasn't episode 6. It was...
But I think that.
Oh, I have the names.
disappeared.
You have Scout, Big Dog, Barky, Black Boy.
Yay! Alright, so you've got Scout and... Oh, that was the parrot. Wow, that episode was a long time. We've been doing this for almost 20 episodes, guys. That's weird.
I know,
Wow.
right? It's fucking
Yeah.
wild. I thought that it was
Crazy.
episode 19 tonight. I was like, the fuck?
Remy, Scout, and Bentley.
Remy. I knew it was a fucking R name, but I was like,
It's a Pixar-related one.
Yeah.
Alright.
yeah.
They
I
are
know
going...
Visceral like Scout, that's why I have that one highlighted.
So they are going to scratch their way through the gate and run up and start doing that twirl around both of you, wrapping their big husky tails around your legs. You brought a lot of trouble along with you, Markham says. I should be getting used to that with you. Later tonight, I want you to meet me at the Garrison. We have to discuss your next plans. Lysithian? Katarina?
Yes.
Tonight. It's 4th bell now. 8th. Good. I'm gonna make sure that the rest of the refugees find places to sleep. Garrison, 8 o'clock. Bring the others. And anyone
Will
else
do.
that you trust.
Will do.
All right. Now, as you're having this conversation, Lyra and the Goliaths and Callie and Vistra are going to make their way into town, carrying at least 4 elk with them. A good, solid couple hours of hunting done. And as they enter, you guys gonna say anything? Talk about it at all? You distribute the meat to the guards, who then take it to be butchered and spread out around the town. And now it's just you, your polar bear, your pair of giants.
Well, do we want to bring more people with us to Sunblight, or are we wanting to... Also, when do we want to head out? Because I feel like the sooner we go, the better.
mean, backup's always good.
I think backup is a good call, if
Do
I'm
we
going to
want
be
to-
honest.
Is this
Ask
when-
the Dragonborn. I'm
Trovis.
Trovis. I have it written badly
Trovis?
down.
Probably, so long as he is sober.
Yeah.
I will help him. I'll have a talk with him.
Yeah, I feel like a heart-to-heart like that should wait. Honestly, I feel like right now it's more about smashing heads.
Yes.
Let's see. I think maximum 3 or 4 other people. We don't want to go in with a huge party. We need some element of surprise.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So, when do we want to leave?
Well, I'm assuming
Probably
that's.
first thing in the morning.
Yeah, I'm assuming. Isn't that what you? I'm guessing Markham wants to talk about a little bit.
Probably. Go first thing.
You're going to a meeting to talk about this plan to go up to Sunblight, Grogheim says.
I think
Yes.
so.
We will go with you to the meeting. Even if we do not go, I do need to have words with some of these people. As do I, brother. Yes, yes, of course you do. It's my meeting, but yes. I could go as well, Lyra says. I've never been to a meeting before. What is it like?
They're usually pretty
usually
boring.
Stand in a building and talk.
I do like talking. Soon enough. The lot of you, if you have nothing better to do, will find yourself assembled inside of the Garrison building.
Kelly,
Yes.
quick note on the way in. Katarina's gonna come up beside what was her name? Navia?
Kivea.
Kavea? And kind of nudge her and be like, hey, do you want to have a meeting later on?
Well.
Can I roll for that?
Yes, you may. Roll me a persuasion roll.
I feel like she should get advantage for that one.
She's a bard. She already has advantage on persuasion.
That's true. I know, I'm
yeah.
just saying, like, whoo.
She's unlocked the dialogue tree.
Yeah. And that resulted in a 14 turning into a 25.
A 25. Jesus.
A 25, yeah. They'd be like, hey, do you want to have a separate meeting later on tonight?
The only thing separate will be your knees.
Oh.
We're a mature channel now. I can say that.
Yeah, we are.
What
Well, that sounds just
spicy.
fantastic.
You might as well go off to die with a smile on your face.
Exactly.
And soon, you are sitting inside of the East Haven garrison. There are quite a few of you gathered around as Markham stands before you. There are the 4 of you. Lyra curled up in the corner next to the fire, enjoying herself, listening from a distance. Trovis and Jartha. Markham, and next to him, a red-headed dwarf that he introduces as Ograk, who is one of his deputies. She introduces herself kindly. It's good to meet you. And then, Grogheim and Kivea. I agree, he says, echoing your sentiment that you shared at the table, Lysithian. A small force is ideal. There's no knowing how many are in there, but if they see too many of us, we'll lose the element of surprise. I'm willing to go. As is Ogric. And I'm guessing that all of you are as well? Everyone nods. Well, in that case, there's a knock at the door. Come in. A militiaman opens the door. Sir, there are a couple people here to see you from Bremen. Well, to see them. Let them in. And as the door opens, you are going to see two other people enter the room. Danica Greysteel and Harwar will enter. Danica Greysteel wrapped in her hat and looking a bit worse for wear. Harwar cloaked in his dark cold weather clothing. You can see that there's a healing wound on the side of his face. Looks like from a knife slash. Both of them look like they've been through a little bit of trouble. How is Bremen? Well, it's not that great. It could be better. The Duragar showed up. There aren't any of them anymore. We came looking to see what was happening next, and I wanted to check on y'all. Oh, and I brought you these. And she will hold out the potions.
Yay.
All right, so
Oh,
each of you will receive a potion of cold resistance. Please let me know when you take
Yay.
those.
Visceral just like, yeah, this will be useful.
As you tuck it into the side of your belt, you're gonna push your coat aside. Can you make me an insight roll, please?
Okay, 17.
17. Okay. As you look up from it, you will see that Harwar is watching you very intently, his eyes locked on yours.
I think Visceral like give him like one of the like glare at him, like a good glare, and then kind of like hurriedly pull her cloak back in front of her.
You're just in time. We were just deciding on who is assembling to go. Markham Southam says. Sheriff Markham says. So, it's your mission. Who will it be? Alright, guys. So, out of character. We're going to come out of character real quick. Sunblight is a very, very big adventure. Has some very big fights if you do things incorrectly. And given your actions up to this point, this is the one place that I think it is fair, especially that you defeated the dragon and saved enough lives, that you can have some assistance. I'm allowing you to pick, each of you can pick one NPC. You will run this NPC during any combat encounters. If they die, it's your fault. None of you are clerics.
butthole.
Yes. So you can choose not to bring them. I have stats for all of them. So the ones on the table are Markham, Ogric, Jartha, Trovis, Lyra, Grugheim, Kivea, Huarwar, and Danica.
First question, do we have any clerics?
None.
Dicks.
Awesome.
All right.
Anyone who can heal at all outside of our
So-
already party members?
Druid, bard.
Nope.
We'll have...
Awesome. We just have hitters.
We just have
Pretty
headers.
Okay.
This is so those of you who are watching, this is a mechanic that they used in Storm King's Thunder for a siege of Bryn Shander. Actually, two of the NPCs here are exactly those stats, but I leveled them up because they've been through that Avenger already.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to tell you what their stats are. Some of them are obviously better than others. All of them have been upgraded, have at least 30 hit points because they're going to need them.
Okay. I vote not bringing Huarwar.
Yep.
That is my first.
Agreed.
No,
Agreed.
not
off the
doing
list.
that.
Take him off the list.
Don't
Make the
mean-
cut.
The thing is,
There's a lot of Chardalian there.
there's a lot of Chardalin and there's a lot of Dorgar, and while it could, he seems unstable, and while that could be interesting, but DM's making a face at me, so
I
I
mean,
know.
I already made an Adam Driver token just in case for Roll20. But I made a lot of
you did.
tokens today, so
that was your day.
that was my day, basically, was restatting all these people. But it's up to you. So here's the deal. I will let each of you pick one. So you can type it to me in the chat privately if you'd like, so that or you can discuss this in or out of character. Your call. How do you want to do this?
I think potentially I want to take at least one of the Goliaths.
Right, that's what I was
Yes.
thinking. I was
Yeah.
thinking Grugheim.
I'm thinking leave
Oh,
like
that's
Mark.
sexist. Taking Grug instead of Kivea?
Well, I figured I couldn't take Kivea. I figured that would be more Katarina's decision because
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
a Katarina
This just
NPC.
bonded with Grugheim.
Yeah, that's fair. How I don't see how that's sexist. We got
Right? Okay.
ladies in here.
You can be as sexist as a lady, you know that.
I know that. I'm just saying, it's like we're not trying to.
I mean, a pair of Goliaths might be really handy.
Yeah.
Oop, I'm
They are
accidentally covering
generally
everybody up.
tough as heck.
Yeah, and they can
Yeah.
usually hit things pretty hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay.
Honestly, I almost kind of want to take Hawar.
I know there's a part of me that's like, but like interesting though.
But like story potential
like,
plot
I know.
conflict.
But I'm trying to think about that. But I'm like, I can't meta this decision.
No,
is what I'm
exactly.
saying. That's why I'm like in character.
In
Like
character,
wouldn't let him
Vistra would
go.
be like, she's already a little freaked out about the Chardallion going on with her. She's
Yeah.
like, super freaked out about Harwar coming.
War.
Considering
Yeah.
we just had to save him, she's like, I don't want to put this kid back in danger's way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In
basically.
character, I say no.
Yeah.
As Hayden, it's like
I'd
there would
love
be
to see.
plot, but
Yeah.
that's meta, and I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Sure. I
So
might
no
do
to
it if
Warwar.
Okay, so who are you taking? So I will pop their stats in the chat as soon as you pick them.
Thank you.
So, Vistra, who are you
Yes. I'm gonna pick Trovis.
picking? You're going to pick Trovis. Okay.
Yeah. Kind of want to play with the Dragonborn. Think that'll be fun.
Okay, Trovis is in.
Yeah.
Trovis has been sent.
Sweet. Yes.
Okay. Who's next?
Who were? Because we had Danica,
So there's
Markham.
Danica, Markham, the two Goliaths, Lyra the polar bear, Ogrek, who is kind of an assistant. She's a hitter. There's Jartha, who's a scout, and Danica, if she wasn't mentioned before.
Scout, as in like rogue scout. Or-
more like ranger.
I wasn't sure. More ranger. Okay,
So-
you said scout, so I was thinking like rogue subclass. So I just wanted
It's
to.
they
say-
use the monster manual version of them, so it's not quite the
Okay.
same.
No, I'm just making sure. I think having someone who can scout would be really good. So I personally think Jartha.
Okay, is that who you want to pick?
Yeah, because I
Let me just-
tactic wise.
You check her stats.
Yeah, I'm thinking no on Lyra just because polar bear
Yeah.
in hallways probably isn't going to work well.
Okay, so
I'm thinking
there's
tactic wise.
There's
Bringing
Jartha.
in.
Or is it Jartha or Jathra?
I don't fucking know, man.
Jartha.
Jartha.
I'm gonna double check. I feel like I misspelled it in the sheet. It's a Hair Koenig, and it's Frozen Far. So she is the one from Frozen Far Adventures. Jartha. Jarthra. Jarthra. My bad.
Ooh, another R.
There's
Wow.
there were more R's than expected. So Jarthra was the one who was running the shop while you guys were there, and was she's now unemployed, so she might as well kill some people. Okay, so that's two of them. Who else do you want to take?
I would really like to get one of the Goliaths in at least.
Sure. I'm just giving you crap. Do you want to take Grug or do you want to take Kivea?
Oh.
What's the difference between them, like class-wise?
They
Or
are
basically
literally the
same?
exact same character, but I have an icon for a male Goliath because female Goliaths are hard to find
Okay.
icons for. That is the only difference. She could just be very square-jawed. Like,
Well, as a player, I know that Grug would probably be way more excited about it. But
Kivea is low-key about it, but yeah.
yeah, but as Katarina, she has a bond with Kivea. So she's gonna She's gonna pick her.
Okay. You see, brother, I am the good hunter. All right.
So
and-
who's left?
Okay, who is left is Danica, Harwar, Lyra, Grugheim, Markham, and Ogrek. And I know you don't want to take Markham because there's a chance he'll die.
Yeah. I don't want to be responsible for that. I think Callie's gonna point out that Markham should stay behind to like keep order in the town with all these extra people.
Fair. Fair, I will then.
I think I want to take the other Goliath.
Oh, okay. Not
Potentially.
Danica. Okay.
Well,
I know there's a part of me that's like,
so she's a
should
caster?
She's a caster.
What type of caster?
She's a transmuter.
yeah.
That doesn't tell me much.
She has well, I told you I wouldn't tell you her stats, but she has stuff that like
Well, yes, but I'm more asking like what type of caster is it? Like wizardly type? Is it sorcery type? Like
she is a
what stats am I going to be playing with?
She is
essentially?
a scholar. She's a wizard.
Okay.
But that
I
they
didn't want to run a second wizard, that's why I didn't think.
yeah. So you can just take a Goliath if you like that.
I think so because I've got enough spells of my own to keep
Okay.
track of.
All right. So there, the Goliath NPC is already there.
It was either that or Ogrek, I think.
Yeah.
Orek?
Ogrek.
Ogrek. Yeah, because I seem to recall she's okay. Like
She's I upped her stats a little because she was
she's
way
basically
weaker
a
than
dwarf
Markham.
fighter.
Yeah, she's with a like yeah, she's all right. Okay. So the Goliath's already there. So
Nice.
okay. So that is the party you have chosen. All right. Well, y'all be safe, okay? Danica says.
Oh, we will.
You help keep here safe
You too.
So,
You sure that
what
you
are-
don't need any additional help? Lyra says.
I feel like we're probably gonna be indoors for most of the time, and
Hallways are not going to be fun for you.
This is true.
And it's probably not the...
you'd be at a disadvantage, I think.
However, there's a lot of people here that are going to need to be fed. I think you're going to be busy.
I would be happy to hunt. All right, so I guess that means that I'll stay here with you, Sheriff, Ogrek says. It's probably for the best. With all of these newcomers, we'll need to make sure that they're all fed and taken care of and that there's nothing disorderly. You, where were we? What were we talking about?
You were where I died. You were just talking about heading out. That's when my computer froze and went "Meh," and make that noise
Right.
to me, and then
Oh,
it was
no.
badness. It was badness.
All right, so you prepare yourselves, getting ready to leave first thing in the morning. Each one of them that you don't take nods their understanding and disappointment to perhaps not being your favorite choice. And as you're getting ready to turn down for the night, heading back to the places that are set up for you around town. Vistra, where are you headed? Are you with everybody else? Sticking pretty close to them?
Probably, yeah, sticking pretty close. The last time
Vistra.
she was in Bryn Shander wasn't great.
All right. You'll hear crunching of snow behind you. Vistra. Harwar is behind you. A minute of your time, please.
All right.
You're still carrying it.
Yes. I tried to get rid of it.
It's hard, isn't it?
Apparently.
You need somebody who understands the stuff. Up there, at Sunblight, they have mountains of Chardalian.
Yes.
You don't even understand it enough to throw it away.
Yeah, because I saw what it did to you.
I am in control.
You don't seem like it. You were joining a cult when we first saw each other.
I can feel it when I'm near it.
Yes.
I know enough not to be a pawn. I
That's
don't
what
know if the
pawns
same
say.
can be said about you.
I'm fine.
You won't be fine if you leave that thing on your hip. Get rid of it as soon as you can.
I'm trying.
I once heard someone say, do or do not. There is no try. Sorry, the fact that this guy's played by Adam Driver in my head is so perfect. Look. Do it or don't do it.
All right. I just don't want you following me around. I don't want it to be retrieved because I've seen the influence it has on people. I want to destroy it.
Fine. Destroy it if you have to. If you have the guts. And he'll push past you. Lysithian.
Unmuting. Anyway, yes.
He'll approach you through the snow. You may not trust me. But I know what is happening. Watch Vistra. He'll say to you quietly.
Can you give me anything to go on for what I should be watching out for? It is not that I don't trust you, it's I don't trust the influence that the Chardalian has over you.
Not just over me. He nudges his head back toward Vistra. Watch your back up there. I've been through this and on the other side. I could show you things about the Chardalian that things that you wouldn't be able to understand unless you went through what I went through.
What can you do outside of show me what the Chardalian can do?
I can fight. I'm strong.
Would you be able to trust yourself in such a place like that?
Yes.
Can I make an insight roll on him?
Yes, you may. Yes, you may. Hold on. I gotta roll something too. One second. Ah, his first.
I rolled a 2, so.
Oh, then yes. He sure believes it. I will say that much. You're their leader, aren't you?
No. It's sort of a group effort.
Well, then you're the smart one. Make the smart choice. Don't go in there blind. Sleep on it.
Okay. However, if I do decide to bring you, what is your intention with Vistra? Just to help her, or are you intending to turn on her?
I'm not worried about turning on Vistra. I'm worried about her turning on you. She clings really tightly to that piece of Chardalin on her waist. It's worming its way into her mind. Perhaps it's already there like an overripe apple on a fall day.
If you think that you can help her, Just going to flip a coin for myself.
Okay. All right.
Oh no! Oh no!
Okay.
Oh, that is
no.
a mouse. Oh, sorry, that is a mouse cursor on top of Hayden. Sorry about that. I accidentally had I accidentally when I was readjusting the windows from Robin's Crash, I left a mouse cursor on top of you.
No, it's fine.
Robin's crash.
So,
Whoop, whoop.
my bad. Thanks, Walker.
Well, while I do not agree with having you near so much Chardalin and having you near the Durgar after what happened, I personally don't think it's a good idea, not for us, but for you. You're healing, and your mother has you home again. And that is what is important. However, I do think looking out for my friend is a good idea. And having someone who understands this is a good idea. Having someone who understands this around is a good idea. So, if you think you can trust yourself, like you say you do,
Without question.
you can trust yourself without question. I think having someone watch Vistor's back and look for the signs of something happening, keeping her away from the influence is the best idea. So, I will talk to Jarthra and have you come in her stead.
I can
Does
come
that
as
sound
well.
fair to you? Yes?
9 is a lucky number. Better than 8.
I have always preferred odd numbers.
It helps to be an odd one, in my experience. I'll see you in the morning.
True. I'll see you in the morning. Look after yourself, okay?
Of course. And look after her before I'm back.
I will.
All right. And he will wander off to go and find a place to rest and prepare. And the rest of you will go and, well, find whatever comforts you can in tents or in boarded rooms, or there aren't very many places that you can actually find romance time, Katarina, but you will do your best. And with that, I'd like you all to pick your spells for your assault on Sunblight. And with that, I think it's probably a good time for us to take a quick break. So guys, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. And in the meanwhile, watch our Be Right Back screens because we just changed them and they're really great. Haha, Robin.
Oh no! Oh no! I figured this was gonna happen. I know. Oh no! Oh no!
Hey, Robin.
Oh, no.
Hey, Robin.
No! 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 No!
All right, cool. All right, so we'll be right back. The next morning, you all awaken. Prepare your things in the dark of the night. The wind is howling outside. And one by one, you begin to gather up your things and gather up each other. It's you, Trovis, Jarthra, Grogheim, and Kivea. Lysithian, are you speaking to the rest of your party about the potential additional person? Callie, you will make your way over there from a very warm bed, we'll say.
Yes. Oh yeah, it wasn't said, but I mean, Callie obviously spent the night with Markham.
Yeah, man,
Like, that's what she does
This
in
is the only
Bryn.
one that wanted something that didn't get some.
Like,
She's
yeah.
a little worried.
You can fuck Grogheim, it's fine.
I mean, Vistra's a little curious about Grogheim, to be honest.
Try it out.
Fun.
I mean, did you flirt with him throughout the night?
Probably.
Make me a persuasion roll.
Oh, Lord.
Let's rewind. You wake up. It's
13?
I normally prefer men. However, your beard does give you a bit of a appearance, an ambiguity that I do appreciate. I worry that I would split you like dry timber.
Well, why don't you, fuck around and find out now?
Well, that's direct.
Fair enough. Make me a Constitution save.
Okay.
Allie's got just fantastic constitution, by the way.
Do you roll a nat 1? Do you roll a nat 20?
I rolled a nat 20.
You know what? You take
short
it
ones
like a
get-
champ.
Just deal with these guys, just fine.
You know-
Halflings and dwarves, we just handle that just fine.
Uh,
We wear them out.
It is an impressive endeavor.
This game started out saucy taco wiener
This game
salad.
is always saucy and spicy.
First time I ever met Kelly, and he flirted with me right away. I was like, okay.
Because you're an attractive woman. I would flirt with you. I'd flirt with Hayden as an attractive person, and Mike as an attractive person. I'm Mike.
I just took me off guard the first game.
Mike.
I was like, oh.
It was so funny.
Yes, Kelly.
What flavor is that lipstick? Sorry, can't do it. You're making me blush. All right. Anyway, he got a 19 on his con check. I did make him do one.
Okay.
I will say that Kivea is naturally very enduring, but she didn't roll as well as Katarina. I think she's a little distracted for the upcoming hunt.
Probably, yeah.
But it's still fun. It's the second time, so it's like the rhythm's a bit better, and you kind of get a little bit of the excitement's gone, but you kind of are matching each other a bit more, you know?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you over there, Vistra, are going to have just a heck of a night.
She needs one, man. Shit's been rough.
She does.
She needs to blow
Yeah,
off some
it's been
steam.
rough. What?
What?
Blow off some steam.
No, his name's Grogheim. All right. So you all gather your things the next morning, hitch up your breeches from your
Vistra's
night.
like grinning, like super smile, not making it hiding
That's
at
true.
all.
That's true. All right. Lysithian, what do you do in the morning? Are you going to warn people about the fact that the Dark Knight's going to be showing up in a minute?
Yes. I wanted to seek out Callie.
Okay. So Callie is one of the first to meet up in the morning as you gather around town square near Black Iron Blades.
Markham gets up obnoxiously early.
He does.
That sounds about right. Callie, can I talk to you?
Yeah, what's up?
Good morning. Hope you had fun or whatever.
It's enjoyable, yes. Thank you.
We need to talk about Vistra.
Okay. What about her?
Well, she's Vistra, but
Yes, she's crazy, I know.
Yes, Warwar sought me out last night.
Okay.
He is incredibly worried about her. And in the sense that she seems to be falling under the influence of the Chardalin, the way he did. And he...
Hey. That's not
And... No, and I believe him, being that he went through it before. He offered to come along, and I agreed to sleep on it, but I
I
do
kind
believe
of think
we
that
should
might
bring
not
him
be
with
the
us.
best idea.
Yes and no. I think bringing him could be dangerous, not only for him, but... well, mostly for him. But I think having someone who understands the signs of what Vistra is going through could be incredibly helpful, especially right now. We can't
Or we
risk
get like a
anything.
couple miles out of town, hold her down, and take the axe off her.
Yes, but if we touch it, we might start falling under the same influence.
But it doesn't seem to happen fast.
No.
Oh, I wonder, do you think Dispel Magic
Ooh.
would work on it?
I have no idea. Can I make an Arcana check to see what I would think?
Yes, you may.
In fact, I'm also good at it because I had that idea.
All right, go ahead.
Well, I hope you roll high, because I rolled like dick.
Oh,
Well, I rolled an 18, and I had 2,
Okay.
so dirty
Well,
20.
I rolled a 4, so have fun with that 18.
Chardalian, as far as you can tell, or Chardalin if you pronounce it incorrectly. Take that. No, it's fine. I know it's Chardalin, but I like Chardal. The hard little stop does not sound good to me. Right?
It's fine.
No.
No, it's fine.
You're
It
the-
sounds
you're
good
the
when you
DM.
say it.
It's your job.
It's because I have a pretty accent.
I just think it was funny that like on YouTube someone was like, it's actually pronounced this way, and then like a week later they're like, now I'm pronouncing it your way and I like it better. I'm like, take that.
I think
YouTube.
Chardalian sounds better,
honestly.
but I'm like such a butthole that I'm like, no, I'm gonna say it
I know
right.
you're such an elitist.
I
Well,
am. I can't
it's-
help it.
It's
You're an
pronounced
elf.
the common people pronounce it Chardalian, but in Elvish it's Chardalin.
There you go.
There we go. There we go. Good. Now, if only you were an elf. All right.
Nah.
It is a sponge for magic. Casting Dispel Magic on it would likely have no effect and might actually do something weird to it. It's an incredibly unpredictable element. And as you discussed earlier, it's actually pretty good at making magical items. Who knows whether or not you'd be able to craft a wand out of or something like that, but Dispel Magic, it's kind of innately magical. It might dampen it for a little while. Actually, there's a chance that it would probably dampen some of the effect. For a while. Not permanently, though.
It might, like,
Stop the impact for a little bit.
I'm thinking. Maybe enough that we
Maybe.
could get her to throw it away. Just long enough.
Possibly.
She's not actually fighting us. Because I've already had her axe in my gut and I don't want it again.
And that is what I'm thinking. If we have Warwar around, he could give us a hint at what signs we're looking at here, and he might be able to talk to Vistra. She's pig-headed, but she is emotionally smart sometimes. So I think having someone
Callie's
who
gonna
might be
give
able
you
to
the-
warn her that way.
Are you sure, look? Vistra, emotionally smart?
I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt here.
Yeah, but she's not here to hear it, so.
That's true. That's true. I just think having someone who understands her situation with us might be a good idea. Plus, Warwar is a fighter. Having an extra set of hands might be a good idea.
That's true, but I'm not facing Korra if he gets killed.
That is another thing I was thinking about.
I think,
But
I mean, he should maybe be he's one of the most experienced fighters in Bremen. He should maybe be looking after them.
he was pretty set on coming with us, I'm going to be honest, and
I'm a
Where
little
I'm
worried
sitting-
about that.
where I am sitting is that I think he would follow us either way. That is generally what I'm thinking. He seems pretty set on it, and I think he might do it anyway. he seems the stubborn type. And we were able to free him from it before.
Kind of.
If he tries anything, I'll just blast him with some fire.
You get
We
to
have precautions.
you get to explain that one to Cora too.
Hey, I will just reveal what I am, and I will be run out of town. Or I just change my face, and she'll never know.
All right, then I'm explaining to Cora that Lysithian killed her son. And
All
you will
right.
never be able to use that face again.
That's fair. Please don't do that.
Well, don't do
What?
it then.
It is my poor attempt at a joke, and I apologize. But that to say, I think Warwar will come with us either way. So I think bringing him and showing him good faith is probably our best bet. But should
That's
probably
fair.
talk to Katarina too, but she might be a little bit busy.
Katarina will waddle up around the corner at this point.
Talk to me about what?
So,
Come here and keep your voice down and an eye out for Vistra.
Okay.
So her axe.
Mm-hmm.
Warwar is kind of saying like it's maybe affecting her like Chardalian did him before.
I mean, I wouldn't really be surprised.
Yeah, neither am I. But
It's
he's
pretty
also
nasty stuff,
like
but okay.
Lysithian thinks he's pretty set on coming with us, and if we don't take him, he'll follow.
Well,
But I'm
that's
sitting-
troublesome.
and I
Yeah.
I mean, if we think he's going to be coming with us, if following us either way, I mean, at least we'd, if he was with us, then, you know, we could keep an eye on him.
that's what I am thinking too.
Whereas if, you know, if he just follows us and something happens to him,
Yeah.
then who's going to tell Cora?
That's another thing, but that is we cross the bridge when we come to it.
Yeah, I'd say that if we think he's gonna follow, if you think he's gonna follow us anyways, then I would rather have him with the group so we can keep an eye on him.
That's fair.
I agree, and that way he can keep an eye on Vistra, and we keep an eye on him keeping an eye on her. But he seemed to think, the vibe I got at least, is he seemed to think he was much more under control, and he would be able to, like, help her. And I think he would know the signs better than anyone if she was falling into some sort of Chardalin-based madness. He's been through it.
I mean, I won't lie, the idea of him being around that much Chardalian doesn't excite me.
No, and I told him that to his face. I said, it's probably a bad idea. But
I mean, yeah, like, I don't want him around that much. I don't think I trust him around that much, but I'd rather have him as
Well-
part of the group if he's gonna come anyways.
Let's see if we can convince him to look after Bremen and his mother. And if he really seems like he won't be convinced, then he can tag along.
okay. I think that's
But we should at least give it a try.
Robin, as you were waking up that morning, can you make me a charisma save?
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no. Okay, which one of you is gonna be the best well-behaved dice today?
Also, I'm sorry for the new chat command I put in.
I
Oh
died.
my, I love
I
it.
died.
I'm not
That's
seeing it.
great.
Con or
This is
charisma?
fantastic.
Charisma. It's Warwar. Destroy the past. Kill it if you have to. Host. Sir, this is a red lobster.
The dice have their story, and I don't like it. 7.
7? Maybe it's good to hang on to this for now.
Mm.
You try to get rid of it, but then you're running late, and then wakes up and has already gathered his things. Are you not coming?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm good. I'm just, yeah, let's go.
That's true. And you do have a point of determination, Vistra, that you can add later if you'd like.
Okay.
So, in the
Oh,
meanwhile,
and I think I actually have one as well.
I believe you do. And you also have your inspiration, and so does Callie or Vistra. One of you has an
No,
inspiration.
I used mine. Callie has
Did you?
it.
Callie has one, and so you guys do. Okay. All right. With that, your party will
I don't
gather
remember
up.
if I.
The 8 of you will be traveling out of town. As you do, the dark shape of the boy from Bremen will approach. It's time to go.
You're not coming. I thought we discussed this.
I discussed it with people with wiser heads.
Callie's gonna kind of go and be like, okay. What about your mom, though? Like, you're one of the best fighters in Bremen.
My mother will be fine.
Are you sure? I remember what happened last time you left. She got
There are
real
no more
upset.
Duragar in Bremen. There are Duragar at Sunblight. If you're worried about my mother, maybe you should help me stick my sword into more of their bellies.
I'm worried about having to go back and tell your mother you died.
I won't die.
Wait. Who discussed this?
That's a little bit of a death flag you're throwing in yourself there. War.
I don't believe in fate.
All right, real talk. If we say no, are you just gonna follow along behind us?
If you're obstinate about it, no. I'll head
Insight
east.
check.
Yeah, go ahead.
Insight check.
I was gonna say, can we? Why am I rolling like dick?
Okay. He actually...
Nat 1.
That one?
Well, there is my nat 20, finally.
All right. You do not think he's lying. I'll
So
head
what's
east.
east? Like, what would Callie think is east?
More Duragar. More disturbances. Caer Denival.
So you'd end up going off on your own to fight shit.
I have a lot to prove, okay?
All right, fair. Callie's gonna look at the others and like, well, at least if he's with a group, somebody watches his back.
That's what I'm saying.
Did you guys discuss this without me?
He came to me. You were busy. You were
And you've only just gotten up.
indisposed.
I know, but I mean, we're a group.
We just
You were
talked about
indisposed.
it 5 minutes ago. You were literally not here.
Okay.
You are now here, and we are now discussing it.
Yeah, it seems like the decision's been made.
Well, I agree with
We
what Callie is
just
saying.
discussed it.
You were here while we discussed it.
All right, let's go. Let's crack some Durgar skulls.
Finally. And with that, the 9 of you, a fellowship, one might say, head
no.
off.
Told me I couldn't make Lord of the Rings jokes anymore, Kelly.
I said you couldn't. I'm the DM. I can do whatever I want.
Fine.
Now everyone has to speak in rhyme. I actually, and you say that, but like Robin, I say that, and you don't believe me. But I have had 2 separate musical episodes in LARPs that I've ran where people had to lip sync or sing and dance in character. One was a musical, one was a rock opera. So don't mess with me. I can do it.
No, my
That was
character
pretty
had
good.
the best song.
Yeah, you had the one by Bo Burnham,
it was F by Bo Burnham.
which is, by the way, if you haven't heard F by Bo Burnham, go listen to it.
I love it.
Oh, it's so angry.
Unless
So
Pastor
good.
Mike
Panic
says
at
you
the
can't.
Disco.
Oh, that's true, because you had This Is Gospel, the a cappella
Yeah.
version. Anyway, we'll talk more about that later, because it was a fantastic game.
So good.
It was so good, especially the Terminator singing. But anyway, we'll get on that later. Your trek all the way to Sunblight is blessed for a change. It's a long and treacherous route and takes you about 12 hours of hard riding across the snow on your dogs? Or are you walking? How are you getting there?
Probably dogs.
Probably dogs.
Probably
Okay.
dogs.
Okay.
It'd just take too long otherwise.
Yeah.
Okay. You make your way down. And with that,
So I think probably stop in Caer Koenig and leave them there.
Yeah.
I don't believe that's on the way.
No, isn't it not close though? Closer
No,
than
Caer Koenig is
Bryn
the northernmost.
Oh no, Sunblight isn't that near the
So it was near
the ship, the crash ship?
No, Sunblight is
No?
oh, well, it is near the crashed spaceship.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
there were two
spaceship.
there was the Dark Duchess.
Right,
as
there
well.
was my Duchess, and then there was yes.
Yeah.
I meant the spaceship.
Okay, well, what's
the
the
Duchess
closest
sank.
then? Because we don't want to leave the dogs just sitting out in the middle of nowhere. with
Bryn
nobody.
Shander was the closest.
Oh, Bryn Shander was the closest. Okay.
Yes. So, if
Sorry, I
you-
thought we had gone from somewhere near Caer Koenig to it.
So if you check,
I didn't realize we'd been doing all this backtracking.
No, so if you're on Roll20, you can see the 10 towns map, which is not loading very well for some reason.
Yeah, I
There
don't
it
have
is.
one loaded.
So it's on. Oh, here, hold on. Whoop.
Yeah, I got.
Yeah, you
like,
gotta zoom way the
whoa,
fuck
there we
out.
go. There we
So,
There you
it basically, sorry for people who are watching this, I will just drop a Goliath. Okay, so if you guys are at Bryn Shander right now, you are going... Oh, sorry, that's Tremoline. Where's Bryn Shander? Bryn Shander's A.
A.
Hey.
Okay, you are going here,
Oh, okay.
like down beneath the map.
Yeah.
So the closest, I mean,
Okay.
technically the closest would be Goodmead and Dugan's Hole.
Yeah, that's why we went to them first. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
But they're both
Okay.
completely destroyed.
They're completely destroyed.
wasted.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, maybe we shouldn't take the dogs then.
Okay. You
No,
can
I
take-
think just going on foot.
Okay.
Yeah.
With how long we'll be probably in there, they'll just be outside for days potentially.
Yeah.
Okay. So instead, you snowshoe. You all have snowshoes, and the other characters can acquire them easily. The walk takes even longer. You will have to camp out one night. And one moment while I just see if anything happens during that. Making my way downtown. Damn it, chat. Why did you have to type that? Now it's in my head. One sec while I check my random chart of bullshit.
Bryn
Random
Shander
chat of
girl.
bullshit.
She is living in an icy world.
Snowshoe girl.
Okay.
She is living in an Icewind world.
Okay, so against odds, you are actually going to have no encounter because that time does not line up. And the next morning, you will very briefly in the morning have an encounter with some traveling ragged tribespeople. It's pleasant enough. They mostly just wave at you from a distance and then go back to hunting. It's members of it looks like the elk tribe again. But it's just a passing fancy. One of them mimes at you over a distance, saying that a blizzard is heading in from the north. But you'll manage to make good time. The 9 of you continue south, making your way up among the treacherous mountains, tracing your old steps, which are now long faded. Beyond the snowy foothills, low-lying clouds obscure the icy peaks of the gargantuan mountains that form the spine of the world. Eventually, you once again rise above the clouds and behold a sheer mountain wall rising more than 100 feet before you. Carved high on the wall are rows of arrow slits, with lights burning behind them in the darkness, and clanking sounds issuing from within. A narrow staircase, hewn from rock, leads up one side of the wall, and once again, guys, it is story time. You ready for this? Okay.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
quite large and significantly in charge. How do you approach?
Carefully and sneakily.
Stealth check?
Stealth check. And what you can do is everybody roll a dice for your partner as well.
All right.
So this is a team stealth check.
Team.
Okay, Harwar passes. So,
Okay.
for this, basically, it's a team check. So I need everybody to succeed above a DC of 10. If anybody has not hit 10, let me know.
I have 1 9 and 1 12.
1, 9, and 12. Okay, we have one fail.
I have 110 and 119.
Okay.
I got a nat 20 for Vistra and a 14 for Trovis. This dice, mwah, tonight.
Okay, so that's one fail out of the batch.
I got 26
Mm-hmm.
for myself and 11 for what's his face?
Drugheim.
For
Yeah.
Gurkheim. As you make your way up into the mountains, along this rocky outcropping, actually, you seem like you're making good time. Not only that, but you're being quiet. Sneaking up the side of the mountain, only one of you makes a sound. Who was the one that failed? Just by a
It
little-
was fucking Jarthra.
Jarthra. Jarthra sneaks ahead, and as she does, she leans around a corner to look. A little bit of ice breaks away and causes not an avalanche, but a bit of a snowslide in front of her. She jumps back, but anyone who is watching would see a significant amount of snow. Several hundred pounds of it will fall down over the edge of this rocky cliff. Sorry. I don't think anyone saw.
Let's hope not.
I hope not
Hopefully
anybody
they
saw.
just think it's normal. That does happen.
And with that,
Hey.
you will... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, all right, let's keep going.
Okay. You make your way higher up into the mountains. And soon, you find yourself directly outside. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just move you over into the... boop. Okay. And, oh, actually, one sec. I just need to copy you guys over so that if you do want to move around, you can. Okay, so. Why are we praying for Amy's dice? Okay. And 1 and 2 and Larwar and Jartha and Trovis.
Are we supposed to be seeing anything on Roll20?
You will be in just one sec.
Oh, okay, okay.
Cool.
I just haven't revealed the area yet.
Oh,
I had,
okay. Acceptable.
okay, so you should, and then all I need to do is zoom in a little bit. The map's not quite lined up because these are 10 by 10 squares, so I had to enlarge the hell out of everything. And I did that like 5 minutes before game. So, controlled by... Who had Jarthra?
Me.
Okay. I have Harwar. We are going to say that, just like on Hell's Kitchen, the female Goliath is on the red team.
Nice.
And that is controlled by Vistra. Or not Vistra, damn it.
Katarina.
Yeah, I know.
Karina.
That was me
Yeah.
saying it wrong.
Rude.
Katarina, boop. And then... Okay, you do not exist. Boop. You do not exist. Boop. Wait, is only Katarina over here?
Yeah, I was gonna say none of my stuff's here. It looks
Okay,
like.
hold on.
I don't see the rest of the group.
Yeah, I just see the NPCs.
Katarina.
Katarina's the only one who made the trip.
No.
Everyone else died.
Have fun, cat.
She will.
Bye.
Don't die.
Have fun slaying the dragon.
All right, and yeah, sorry for one sec, guys. Let me just go grab them. And sorry if for chat I don't have this visible at the moment, but I will. but I will try to ignore mentioning it. So how's everybody doing today? Everybody's doing well?
Pretty
Goddamn.
good. I'm playing with my big dice.
Oh, you got the chonker.
Got the chonker.
Ooh, big dice.
Look at that big boy.
There we go. And boop.
I know. I
and-
love them.
Okay.
Can't wait to
so,
go.
I
Lucky
have
dice
my
roll.
single slightly oversized D20.
All right, I have this, my glow-in-the-dark
That's like-
D20.
What, like a 30
Okay.
millimeter?
I have all my normal ones.
all right. So
I can't wait to get my
Yeah, this
chonky.
one's only slightly larger, but this is the one that
Yeah.
Julia found this one in the returns area of Walmart when she was working there,
Oh, shit.
and
Oh,
so
nice.
she picked this up and gave it to me.
Aw.
All right.
Sweet.
All right.
Hashtag
So
lucky dice.
there we go. So boom. So now that is on the screen, so everybody can see it. I'm going to describe it like it's not, though. Okay. Moving east from the top of the stairs leads you to the entrance of the fortress. A 10-foot-high double door of featureless stone. An arrow slit facing your direction guards the approach. All right. Oh, and Valen's not here. Sorry. So, what do you do? The arrow slit's directly ahead of you. To the left is that massive set of doors.
I'm going to. I was gonna say I'll check for traps. I'm like, that's not what I do. Jartha, maybe check for traps on the door. I know
Okay.
they're not a rogue, but
Sure, go ahead and make me a
Scouty
perception roll.
scout? Cool.
So, Jartha will say, just hold on just a minute.
Ooh. I'm just rolling like dick tonight. That's a total of 7.
Total
Oof.
7? Okay. As Jartha approaches the door, she crouches down low and looks it up and down, almost close enough to touch it, when suddenly the doors will crack and open.
Also, they're expecting us.
I guess so.
All right. Do you continue inward?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Beyond.
Quick question,
Yes.
Kelly.
Mhm.
Do you want us to just use the standard hit points, or do you want us to actually roll them for our...
You have the hit points that are on the sheets.
Okay, cool.
So that's just how they were derived.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right. So, moving inside, you can see that a portcullis lies in front of you, blocking your way. But as these doors open, you will hear another mechanical noise and chain being pulled through the wall. And with a grind, the portcullis will raise into the air. Beyond the portcullis is an empty room with a narrow opening at the far end and an arrow slit on the western wall to your left. Who goes first?
I have my danger sense, which is good for making duck saves. So Vistra's probably, and with the dark vision, she's probably going to slowly try and make her way carefully in, making perception rolls.
Okay. All right, heading inside. Are you trying to be stealthy as well?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, they already know we're here, but you know, let's keep up the stealth.
Are you kidding me? Okay, make me a stealth roll.
Oh, that's not good. That's a 7. Clunking around.
Moving up along the walls, can you make me a perception roll?
Sure. Good, gosh, good, god damn it. That's a 12.
12. As you walk into this room, you can hear a sound coming from the other side of the arrow slit. Up on your left, it sounds like water being sprayed at a fairly rapid pace. It's a sound you'll recognize well someone urinating on the other side of the wall. Into a metal bedpan. And then grumbling in Dwarven. Damn cold. You hear a female voice. I have to do the watch. Why do I have to do the watch? And then the sound of a clanging bedpan being kicked as it sloshes underneath some structure. Probably a bench, maybe? It doesn't appear like the person on the other side of that slit has noticed you're here against all odds. What do you do?
I think Viscer's gonna like turn back to the group and kind of like point and like motion, being like person right there. And kind of like shrug the shoulders for like, okay, I don't know what to do now, guys.
What do we do?
Go
What
the
do we
opposite
do?
way to go the opposite way to where that person is.
Kill him.
Well, you go kill him then.
Okay.
Callie will go off and try and shank him in the back.
Okay, so this is
I'll
through
watch Callie's back.
this is through an arrow slit. So
Okay.
what you will have to do, the arrow slit is fairly small, but if you sneak up to it, what I'll have you do, what are you using to try to strike through the arrow slit?
Okay.
So the arrow slit is about, I'd say probably about 3 to 4 inches wide, enough that you can shoot arrows through, but not much more than that. Maybe about the width of a hand, I would say.
She's gonna peek to see if his back is turned.
And one sec. As you turn and look, you will see a female Duragar turn and look you dead in the eye.
Dagger.
Dagger. Okay, go ahead and make me an attack roll.
Okay, well I rolled a 19,
Perfect.
so I think I add more than enough for that.
Okay. So that dagger is going to be a surprise. How much damage do you do?
With a dagger, not too much, because I'm pretty sure a dagger is a d4.
It is
Yeah,
a
it's a
D4.
D4 plus. Yeah.
I think, do I add dex
You-
to that?
You can add dex or strength, whichever you prefer.
I would prefer dex, please.
Go ahead and add dex
so
to
that's
it.
6.
6. All right. So a total of 6.
Well, yes, it's a d4.
Okay. Well, no, I was making sure that you weren't adding. Okay. Sounds good. All right, with that, can I get everyone to roll me initiative, please? So, as you see her, and you hurl the dagger, it's going to plunge into her eye socket. So roll first for yourself, and
16.
then for your party member. Okay. So, and I will ask everybody in just a second for that. All right. So, then what I will do is just mass initiative. Okay. All right, 2 and 5. That's probably right. Okay, so counting from initiative. Anyone have above 16?
Okay.
Yeah, I have 19.
19 and Vistra?
18.
Okay.
I have exactly 16.
17.
Okay, Cat Arena. Okay, so it starts with Lysithian, then it goes to Vistra, then it goes to Cat Arena.
Both of mine in the chat.
Okay, sounds great. And then I have under Katarina, I have Callie. Okay, and then I have who is 16 or lower? 15, 14, 13, 12.
13 is going to be my Goliath.
Okay, well, when I call it, say it.
Oh. So I was muted. I was fumbling with my unmute.
Okay. So that is going to be Kivia. Okay, 13, 12, 11.
Trovis, 11.
Trovis, okay. And then Callie, what's your other person?
1.
1, okay. So then it is going to be
Whoa.
1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then that is going to be wow, Grog. Good job. Okay. All right. So there is a gasp of air as a dagger plunges through this hole in the wall, and you are going to see a spray of blood Lysithian issue into this room. What do you do? It's your turn.
And we're all just attacking this one person, yeah?
So far, that's all you see.
So
now
far?
the room ends in a it looks like a branching hallway above.
Can I, as a bonus action, perception check, or
Yeah,
will
sure.
you allow that?
I'll
Because I was
allow
like,
that,
as my
absolutely.
action, cool. That was cocked. Okay. It was going to be a 15.
A 15. You can hear that she is scrambling back and starting to make a significant amount of noise, as well as you're not 100% sure she's alone in there.
Okay, I'm going to. Well, we're here to fucking kill him, so I'm going to shoot off a firebolt.
Okay.
Right directly at her, try to get it through the hole.
Okay, so you're going to rush up next to Callie?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good. All right, so through that hole,
Gonna be 17.
17. I'm just going to check this real quick. So technically, you know, she has 3/4 cover because it's an arrow slit, but you can reach your hand directly into the hole at this point. So I'm going to say that you actually have her straight on. So that 17 is going to hit. Roll me damage.
Dope. Where the fuck are my d10s? Jesus Christmas. It's gonna be dick!
Oh, no.
It's 4. I rolled on 2 d10s. I rolled a 1 and a 3.
Ooh.
Okay.
I cancel my dice.
I'm sorry. You've been canceled. All right, so that is 6 more damage, you said?
No,
What was it?
that's a total of 4.
Oh, no. All right, so
I rolled a 1 on a d10.
your firebolt rips through the wall and strikes her, catching her ablaze. Vistra, what do you do?
I think Vistra's gonna take a bonus action. She's gonna take her action and dash down the hallway and try and cut them off.
Okay. So how much can you move?
I can move 75 feet.
Okay.
No,
so
70 feet.
So that means that you can move.
Where is the draw? Yeah, I
Oh,
was
damn.
just
You can
trying
move
to-
a long ways. You can actually rush forward and around the corner and into the room.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping.
Okay. So go ahead. You can make it. You rush down the hallway and then you can actually make it up next to her in the room, I'm going to declare.
Okay. But that
So-
takes my action, so
So that will take your full action then? Okay. So go ahead.
yeah,
and-
because isn't that how dashing works?
Don't you
Yeah.
have the ability to dash as a bonus action or
I
something?
have to first activate my rage as a bonus
Ah,
action.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So you can choose to run all the way in here if you want that to be your entire action.
Yep, I will do that and kind of get maybe not like
All right.
in her range, but like I'll get like
Right up on her. So
get right up on her.
as you rush forward, you will slam your way through a pair of double doors. A low stone table flanked by stone benches dominates this room, which is heated and illuminated by braziers of glowing hot coals. Now that you're actually into this fortress, you're going to notice, and all of you are going to notice, the stone walls are really rough and barren, and a low, dark smoke like coal being burned rolls through the chambers here. It stings your nose and throat, no matter where you are inside of this fortress, by the way. So far, it will not have any detrimental effects, but let's see how long you stay here.
And then can I just say, oh, sorry.
Through the hazy smoke, you will see, you will push open the featureless stone doors lining the walls. Yes.
Cool. I just say when she gets into the room, she's just gonna want to like as a free action, just be like, "Fuck you, Dirigot," and just spit on the ground.
Sounds good. As you do so, the doors that are lining every part of the room are going to swing open, and 8
shit.
Duragar are going to
Shit.
go. What did you say? In deep Dwarven.
Oh no.
All right, Vistra, great job. Katarina, what do you do?
Okay, well, this is severely messed up. Okay.
So good,
well,
Mister. I love it.
I'm not gonna throw an axe through a fucking slit.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. So I'm thinking. I want to dimension door into there.
Can you dimension door into a place you haven't seen?
As long as I can. Yes, I believe so. Let me just double check. As long as I can. As a place I can see, visualize, or describe.
So visualize means you have to be able to describe it. So
Yeah. What? Yeah. Or that I could describe by stating distance and direction.
I mean, you are outside of the fortress still. You have no way of determining how thick the walls are. Like,
what was that, Kelly?
you are outside of the fortress. You have not seen any of the inside of it. You would be teleporting blindly into the side of a mountain. I would make you roll percentiles because you have no idea how far to teleport in.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go into this room then.
Okay. So this room is what? I'm not seeing. So what is this room? Describe it to me.
Yeah. No, I was just going into the main. I just hadn't moved yet.
Okay. So moving into this, if you want to use Dimension Door, you can see just barely through the arrow slit enough that you could cast Dimension Door into that. I'll allow from this angle that you'll kind of be able to see through the arrow slot as you enter through the main doors of the fortress, and you'll see that, like, just the side of Vistra's axe, maybe.
Okay, cool.
So if you want to cast Dimension Door now, you can, but from outside, you had no way of doing it.
That's fair. I won't right now then.
Okay, so what are you doing anything else with your action?
No.
You're not doing any action at all. So you're just taking a basic, like, normal move and not even a double move?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm mostly waiting for my Goliath to come up.
Okay, Callie, you are up.
Guys.
You are up again. What do you do? Like, the bard doesn't even sing bardic inspiration songs. It's weird. Callie, you're up.
Okay, I think Callie can actually get in the room from here.
I believe you can. You have 25-foot movement, right?
Yeah. So
Okay.
she's gonna run to there.
Okay, so rushing around the corner and barreling
To
through the
support
double doors
Vistra.
that Vistra has just burst into. You rush into the room, seeing all of these kind of groggy Duragar, who were sleeping in their armor, kind of resting between shifts, stumble out into this large barracks room. I apologize that on the map there is no table. There wasn't one on their map, so I was too busy making sure this map was pretty.
It is very pretty.
Thank you. I had to screen cap the PDF every, like, 2 inches.
Ouch.
Yeah, it took a while. All right, so rushing in, what do you do?
You say they're in armor, huh?
Yes, they are. They are in splint. Oh, pardon me, scale.
Well, I am going to cast heat metal.
Okay, on which one?
Let's say yellow.
Oh, right. So
The farthest away one.
The one that is furthest away at the northern door steps out and snarls, "I'll eat me some halfling," it says. And do you speak Dwarven?
I do not.
Parlez-vous français? It says. All right. Is it? I think it's Russian. It's like niet. Niet to halflinko. All right. So
Understand halflinko.
Sukablat.
Yeah, so if it's holding or wearing the object and takes damage from it, the creature must succeed on a con saving throw or drop the object if it can. So it's going to do 2d8 damage to it.
okay.
That's
So
wearing it.
all right. So and it has disadvantage if it's wearing it, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so what it is if a creature is holding or wearing the object and takes the damage from it,
Okay. So he
which
failed to
it
save.
must, because it's not that it doesn't get to save against the damage.
Yes.
It must do a con save or drop the object if it can. If it doesn't drop the object, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of your next turn.
Okay. Sounds good. So go ahead and roll me damage.
That is going to be 13.
13 points of damage. All right.
Fire damage.
Oop. I did the wrong button. I moved myself too far. Hold on, I'll fix it. Oop. I have too much technical. There we go. I'm back. All right, so 13 points of fire damage as you and starts boiling alive inside of his armor. How much damage was that again?
13.
13. Oh, perfect. I love it when those numbers sync up. All right. Kivea, the Goliath, it is your turn. What do you do? What does she do?
She is going to. Okay, how far can she go? She can go all the way up to about. Well, she can get up to about here, eh?
There we go.
From around the corner,
Yeah, with
I
the
believe.
full dash, I think.
Yeah, with a full dash, she can get all the way up to there.
Yes.
And I don't think she can do anything else
Okay.
with a full dash.
Okay. All right. So, Harwar is going to take his turn now.
Oh my goodness.
He runs into the room, and as he rushes by Lysithian, why didn't you just send in a fireball? And he's going to throw a dagger through the hole.
What the?
What?
Your raid command did not work for a moderator using it.
Oh, really?
Even though I put the name in, it put me in it.
Oh, okay. That's weird. You have to type their name as an @.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
If
Oh.
you actually look at the command that I typed in, it's there.
Oh.
It just didn't work.
And this is the Adventure Archive. So, hi, the Adventure Archive. Thank you. All right. So, rushing in, he's going to throw a dagger, and that is going to be a...
Yeah, that command's actually just not working right now.
Okay, well, we don't have to pay attention to that right now. So, okay, so he's going to throw a dagger, and the dagger is actually going to miss as she ducks out of the way. Trovis, you're up. What do you do?
Trovis, I think, is also going to take his bonus. He's going to make a dash action to get 60 feet. So that goes to roughly into the room as well. Whoops, oh, come on. Move. There we go.
There we go.
He can get just inside the double doors as well. And yeah, I think that's all he can do right now too.
All right, sounds
Cool
good.
beans.
There we go. Now I actually have some music. For some reason,
Ooh,
Roll20
that's
has...
super, super loud.
I mean, turn yours down.
What you always mention to let you know if it was super loud on our end.
So I don't think it's too loud for the chat. Is it? It's not loud for me. Okay. And if it is, please let me know, Raid. All right, so, that's a little loud. There we go. Thank you very much. Okay, good. All right, so, okay. Quiet now. Okay. Okay, so, Trovis, you're going to make it that way. Okay, now it is the Duragar's turns. You were surrounded by 8 Duragar. Oh, Trovis is in the room. Okay, so Trovis, the northmost one is going to rush in and slash down at you with a war pick. That is going to miss as it comes down. Okay, they cannot turn large in this space. Yep, and they only get 1 attack. So, hey, that's...
Nice.
They only get 1 attack.
Correct.
1 sec. I'm using 4 different books at the moment for this fight because this this dungeon's ridiculous, guys.
Oh no.
All right, so no, you spell Duragar this way. Come on, Duragar. Come on, Duragar. War pick. Oh yeah, only 1 attack. That's cool. All right, good to know.
Nice.
He rushes forward, screaming as he flails his war pick, his armor boiling. 2 more Duragar are going to rush Trovis. So this one rushes there, this one rushes there, and then this one rushes forward. The first one does not hit. It is buffeted out of the way. What is Trovis's armor class?
17.
Yeah, that is going to miss for sure. The second one, however, is going to skip across with a natural 20.
Ouch.
And that is going to be 6. That is going to be 14 points of piercing damage as the Duragar grabs his war pick, rushes forward, and screams in common, "Fuck you, you fucking dragon!" and slams a war pick into Trovus's gut. All right, so that is you, and... Okay, next... one of them is going to lurch forward out of the central chamber and hurl a javelin at Callie's face. Callie, it is going to fly directly past you and down the hallway. Another one is going to roar and pounce on Vistra, as is this one and this one. Vistra, you have 3 attacks coming at you from 3 angles.
Cool.
2 of them are going to miss, but one of them is going to hit you hard. You are not in rage at the moment.
Nope.
So that is going to be 11 points of piercing damage as a warpick scrapes down your arm. And looking at the situation and seeing what is going on, the last Duragar that has not moved is going to heft up a javelin, look at the halfling, point directly at Callie's face, and throw... Callie, can you make me a dex save?
Um, 18.
All right, you hear the Duragar go, "Take this!" and he throws a javelin directly at you, and it flies like as you're kind of preparing yourself. You catch the javelin right before it hits your face. You now have a javelin because he rolled a nat 1.
That's awesome.
Take this.
Kind of looks at it, it's like, what the hell do I do with this?
All right, now we are down at Grogheim. Grogheim, what are you doing?
He gets right here.
Oh,
He uses
and
a full action.
What was Jartha's initiative? Jartha's was 8, right?
It was
Yeah.
6.
6, okay. And Jartha, what are you doing? Because you were down there as well at the bottom of my sheet.
Oh,
I actually
okay.
ran out of spots on my
Oh,
piece of
goodness.
paper.
No, it's okay. She is going to... where the fuck is she? She's way down there.
She's
Heckin'
way down there.
Is 10, 20, 30, and her movement is heckin' 30 feet. She can get right up, like, beside us. 'cause
Sounds good.
she's
She could do
got
a
pretty-
disadvantage shot through the arrow slit.
Yeah, I think that's honestly kind of what I was thinking, is get
Okay.
her right up in there, and I'm gonna have her make a make a longbow shot
Okay.
at disadvantage through it, just to fucking try.
Sounds good. She rushes up, levels her bow, and lets fly, and... I think she's a +6 to
Ooh.
this or something? +5?
+5, that's a 7. I'm rolling like dick tonight.
Oh god, you really are. The arrow flies through, but it's a little high. She's used to shooting larger enemies than the Duragar. All right, so, and Grug, you rush up and just make it to about there. Sounds good. Top of the initiative, Lysithian, you are up again. What do you do?
All right, I'm going to 10, 15. I'm going to get up to here.
Okay.
I'm keeping my motherfucking distance. Actually, no, I wouldn't be able to get anybody from there, so I am actually going to stay here. And I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay, sounds great.
Because MBB.
Is MBB. Okay, sounds good.
I'm squishy.
Okay, so you can see these doors are wide open. There's a huge melee in the middle. And you cast Mage Armor. Do you have anything else you're going to do?
No, I don't have any bonus action spells, but I'm going to
Brace for impact.
pretty much just keep ready.
Sounds good. All right, Vistra, it is your turn. What do you do? You are surrounded by 3 Duragar.
I know, they're just in perfect hitting distance.
They are. What are you going to do?
I would like to rage.
All right, there's your bonus action. What else you got?
I'm gonna attack twice.
Okay, so there's a female Duragar who was the one that Callie struck in the eye. You see a dagger jutting out of her left eye. She's snarling and frothing at the mouth, and there are 2 Duragar. She's the one that managed to hit you with the pick.
Okay,
The other-
I'll go after the dagger one and the one that hit me with the pick, because I'm quite...
She is the one that hit you with the pick. She is both of those things at once.
Oh, she's both. Sorry, I'm just...
You're not listening, but that's fine. Okay,
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the map.
don't look at
Yes.
the map. Look at me.
Look at you.
If you can dodge an axe, you can dodge a wrench. We start with the axe, then we throw the wrench. It's an intensive training program.
Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna hit her twice with
Okay,
with my
go
axe.
ahead and make me 2 attacks.
Do. So the first one. Okay. Well, the first one was doing math is a 25.
That is a hit. First hit.
And then
is
a dirty 20.
2 hits. All right, roll me damage.
Sweet is.
And chat, do tell me if at any point this music is a little loud, because it does kind of go up and down a little bit. It sounds good in my ears, and I don't have the ability to turn it down in mine, so I think usually my levels are good, but let me know.
So
It should be kind of like, if we're up here, it should be like around here.
No, that first one was like DX. Okay, so it's gonna be 11 for the first hit.
Okay.
And 18 for the second.
Perfect. All right, your first hit is going to knock her pick out of the way, and the second one is going to embed itself in the side of her throat. She is going to drop to her knees, blood splurting out of the cut in the side of her her arterial spray decorating your face as you enter your bloodthirsty rage, and she is dead before you. All right, that is 1 down. Are you doing any movement or anything like that?
No, I'm just gonna.
All right.
I'm gonna get ready for the next attacks.
Katarina, you're up.
All right. I have the wrong thing selected. There we go. Okay, I'm coming into the hallway here.
Okay.
All right. So looking in at this big melee that's going on here.
As you rush into the room, you see that it looks like a bunk room, some type of barracks.
All right, and so I'm seeing Trovast right in front of me with 3 Duragar around him, and then 2 more right up against the wall, right?
Blood is gushing out of a wound in his side.
Okay, so I'm thinking if I cast a spell with a 10-foot radius sphere, could I get 4 of those Duragar and not Trovast in there?
It's Trovas, not Trovas. His ass is
Trovas.
not involved.
Oh, no, Trovast. Okay,
Trovas. I actually forgot this sleepy boy. Oops.
Oh, the one way up there.
Yeah.
Whoopsies.
Whoopsies.
So yeah,
you know what? He's invisible. He waited and he turned invisible. You can't see him.
Fair enough.
That makes sense. Whoop, there we go. So I guess he will act on initiative X. So a 10-foot sphere. So the way that they want, you can hit 3 of them.
I can hit 3 of them?
You can hit the 3 that are affecting him right there if you just angle it kind of like this. Kind of just off between them.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to cast Shatter on them.
Okay.
So, before I do anything, can I get a con check on all 3 of them, please, Kelly?
Just Shatter normally
Isn't
works.
that a line?
Shatter is a...
It is a 10-foot radius sphere centered on a point.
Oh. Huh.
Must make a Constitution saving throw.
All right, so that's 3 saves.
And I am going to be casting this at a 4th level.
Okay, I have 3 saves.
All pass?
Yeah, nat 20, nat 18, nat 15.
Oh, those... Hey, the 15 doesn't...
But that's without...
Oh, but that's... Yeah, I'll get...
Plus con.
Alright, but
But
hey,
still,
you still take half damage.
You still take half damage, even on the nat 20.
So let me just roll this up here real quick. Let me mute me while I roll.
I mean, we do like the sound of you rolling. It's just a little loud, but that's fine.
Oh, I rolled max too.
Oh, but that's good.
Aw.
It's good. It's still a good chunk of damage.
All right.
So 8 times that divided by that. So each one of them is going to take 16 points of damage.
You rolled 32.
Yeah, I rolled max.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah, she's gonna basically run up into the hallway, look at these, and just be like, "All right, it's time to get thunderstruck."
All right,
that's gonna go off.
That's going to strike them, and they are going to be just kind of clutching their ears in pain. And you will hear them say in Dwarven, heavily accented, I'm going to fuck this bitch up right hard.
And then for her bonus
And one of them goes, what?
For her bonus action, she's going to look at Vistra and just go, hey Vistra, it's time to really mess these guys up. Have fun.
Okay. All right,
And
Vistra,
take a D8.
take a
Yes.
D8. This
I
is
feel
not a D8.
inspired.
All right. Callie, you are up. You're in the center of this melee. You now have a javelin in your hand. What do you do?
Just kind of drop it behind me for the Goliath to use.
What is...
There you go, extra.
Okay.
Yellow
Okay.
Durgar is going to, as a bonus action, continue to take heat metal damage.
No! I like my medal! Okay, so go ahead and roll damage on that. Do I have another
Okay.
save, or is it just every round?
Yeah, you're gonna have to make another con save.
I have a 13.
That does not save you.
Okay, well that sucks. Not
Okay,
cool.
so you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of next turn.
Okay.
And that is 13 damage again.
Okay.
Fire damage.
He is going to scream as his scale mail melts into his flesh, and he is going to catch fire. His flesh
He needs to start
bubbles
stripping.
and drips like wax. He's dead.
Oh. Well, that was his fault. He didn't pull off the like molten metal off of him.
Yeah,
Silly.
that was a dumb move. I'm not gonna lie. But
Okay, so that was just my bonus action
oh no.
to reactivate that. Like it's a con spell. So what Callie's gonna do is throw an ice knife at Green,
Okay.
the guy right in front of her, basically.
Sounds great. All right. So the Durgard that threw a javelin at you that you caught you're going to return the favor with an ice knife. Do I have to make a save, or do you make an attack roll?
1 sec. Let me just double check the thing. It is an attack roll.
Okay. And this affects everyone within 10 feet of him, right?
No, it doesn't.
No?
Wait.
Okay.
Let me go through it and do it in order. Okay. So I rolled a nat 20.
Oh no.
So that's going to be 2d10 piercing damage,
Oh no.
which I didn't roll that great, but
Okay.
so that is 14 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then it explodes. And each creature within 5 feet of the point where the ice exploded must succeed on a dex saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage.
Okay.
So I think that means him and Orange have to make a dex save.
Yeah. Orange succeeds, but he does not. So the one that you
Okay.
just hit is going to be hit by the shrapnel as well. The first one was how much damage? 16?
I think so.
Okay.
So that was 16 piercing damage, and now this is 11 cold
Okay.
damage.
The ice knife is going to slam into his chest, knocking him back to the wall, and he's going to look down at it, look up at you, look down at the knife, and then it's going to explode, and shards of ice are going to impale his brain through his eye sockets. He's going to fall
Nice.
to the ground, dead. Good.
2 in 1 turn.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Down the initiative, it is Kivea's turn. The Goliath.
All right.
So I think, sorry, Callie's going to take a bit of movement
Oh, sorry.
backwards.
So-
yeah, and you weren't in any type of direct confrontation. So.
Okay, so Kavea.
Yeah, Kavea, not Kavea. It's like
Kavea.
Nivea, but different.
Haha. All right, so she's gonna go have a bit of fun. She's
Okay.
gonna like run past her brother, and get right up into the line with Torvis and Vistra, and she is going to aim at the one that's attacking Torvis. So I guess the purple one,
All right, the one that has managed to gut him. Good, good.
the one that's managed to gut him, and she is going to make a multi-attack with her great axe.
Perfect. All right, so go ahead. Make me 2 attacks.
Now, do I add anything off of?
So you took the Goliath stats that you have in front of you.
Yeah.
And you.
So-
So 1 sec. Icewind Dale Goliaths.
Oh, and I have +6 to hit. Here we go.
Yeah, so you had +6/+6.
Cool. All right. Cool. So I have a 19 and a 25 to hit.
19 and a 25 to hit. All right, those are 2 hits. Roll me damage.
Those are 2 hits coming right up. Okay, so that's going to be, I guess, 20 slashing damage.
All right, so rushing forward, you are going to bring... She's going to bring her axe down on the top of his head, splitting it like an ice melon. He sags to the ground, 2 distinct flopping pieces segmented at the chest cavity. And she will probably lean back and kick the Duragar off of her axe.
Yeah, that's exactly what she's gonna do.
Okay.
And just and she's gonna take a second to look back at her brother and kind of grin at him.
All
Like,
right.
I'm better.
Okay, Harwar is going to rush to this edge, stand once again in front of Lysithian because that's just kind of where he ended up, and is going to draw his last remaining dagger because that's what he has room for, and is going to aim at the one that is coming after Trovis, and that is going to be if I can find the damn thing. There we go. That is a plus. Oh, actually, you know what? He throws the dagger, and the Duragar that is fighting Trovis is going to raise his ice pick at the last minute, deflecting the dagger off to the side, and kind of just leer like your pathetic type of look at Horwar, who is not having a great day. Trovis, there is one Duragar directly in front of you. What do you do?
I think Trovis is gonna make a couple attacks with his long sword.
All right, that's 2 attacks with the longsword. Go ahead, roll
Yes,
them.
and I wanted to clarify what I'm reading on his stats, because it says multi-attack. The veteran makes 2 long sword attacks. If he has a short sword drawn, it can also make a short sword attack.
Yes,
so is that
you can do 2 in 1. Yeah.
2 in 1, so I can do 3 attacks?
Yes,
Cool, I just want to make
you
sure.
use the lesser dice type on the longsword.
Ah, shit. Bye, dice. Goodbye. You're all
Goodbye.
gone forever.
Oh, that reminds me, I have a werewolf dice under the couch.
So yeah, okay, he's gonna do the 3 attacks then on the Durga in front of him with the lesser die. Okie dokie.
Sounds good.
Oh, you rolled like poopy. Good thing you add 6. So does a 14 hit?
No.
Does a 15 hit?
No.
Cool. Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
Cool.
All right, so he raises his war pick and slams Trovis's longsword out of the way. Chink! Again, a flurry of blows. Chink, 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 chink. They're locked in combat. The pick wraps around the longsword and starts to pull it down, but Trovis has a surprise in his other hand. So roll me a d6. He does not add... Actually, wait, with multi-attack, I think he does add his strength to it.
Yeah.
Because NPCs are different.
Cool. So that's gonna be 7 piercing.
7 piercing, and a blade is going to take him, this Duragar, directly in the stomach, returning a bit of the favor of his ally. Good, good, good. Okay, and Trovis, I am going... Okay, Trovis is going to take more damage, as out of invisibility, a Duragar is going to suddenly appear behind him and slam the pick into him again for another 13 points of damage.
Oh.
The remaining Duragar know that they're on the ropes, but that only gives them one option. With a swell, their bodies begin to grow, and they turn into ogre-sized Duragar and bear down. Vistra, 2 of them take swings at you. All right. Vistra, one of them is going to slam a pick into the wall. I'd ask you to make me an attack of opportunity, Vistra.
Sweet. That is a 23.
23. All right, that is going to hit. Roll me damage.
Sweet. Do I add? I don't add my raging bonus, right? I
Yes,
just
you
add
do. You're in rage.
I do. Oh.
Yeah, it's an attack.
Oh, that's max. That's 19 points.
All right, so how much?
19.
19. All right, so that is going to be a very solid hit into the side of it. He is going to grunt and look down at you. However, you are going to be struck by the one next to him. This giant Duragar is going to drive his war pick into you, and that is going to be 16 points, which turns into 8 points as this pick scrapes down you. This one is a little too far away, but he pulls an elongated javelin and is going to hurl one of them directly at Katarina. Katarina, that is going to be a hit, my friend. Katarina, you are going to take... oh wait, I'm enlarged, so that's 2. 1 second. Oh, 14 points of piercing damage! As a javelin slams into the side of your chest, just up in the shoulder region. Okay, so that's your turn, and then it's your turn. Okay, this one is just out of reach and is going to take another swing at Trovis. That is another hit. Trovis is going to take an additional 12 points of piercing damage from the one that is enlarged above, and that is all of their actions for this round. Now we are down in initiative to... we are down. Invisible Duragar acted. Now we are at Jarthra and Grog. So Jarthra, you have a higher initiative than Grogheim. So what do you do?
Okay. There's not much she can do because everyone's kind of clumped. So I'm going to have her come up here.
All right. She rushes into the main hallway, and yeah, you can attack any of them at this angle.
Okay. I was gonna say if she can't fire through there because she would technically have disadvantage because she'd be firing past so many people. I was gonna have her hold a longbow shot until as soon as someone was in range.
She can definitely hit them at this range.
Okay, cool.
So which one are you picking? The north one, the middle one's directly in front of you.
This one you mean? Orange?
Orange, yeah. But the one that's directly in front of the doors and has grown to ogre size is probably the best option.
All right, Jarthra, let's fucking go! All right, let's fucking go! This is gonna be 17 to hit.
17 to hit is an absolute hit. Go ahead and roll me damage.
Just double checking what her damage die is. 1d6. Cool. That's dick, but I'll take it.
Did you roll a d6?
I did.
Is she using a longbow?
Oh, I was looking at fucking short sword. Sorry.
Yeah, so she should be rolling a d8, so re-roll that.
A d8, yeah, fucking dope, because I rolled a 1 on that d6.
Oh, good. I'm glad I called you out on that, because I want her to do good.
Oh, it's gonna be 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage, I believe. No, that was the one that's okay. So 8 points of damage. That is going to be a solid arrow is going to pierce into the side of this Duragar, right in its lower jaw, embedding out the back of its face. It's going to reach up and scream. All right, Grogheim, what do you do?
Okay, he's there. Well, that space is now being taken up where he was originally gonna go.
He can definitely go here still. There's enough space.
I'm thinking potentially here would not be... Unless that's passing through...
Where? I'm sorry, nothing showed up. Yes, you can do that. You can pass through a friendly space.
Okay. Well, I wasn't sure if that was also passing through, opportunity.
No.
Okay.
No, because you're passing through a friendly, so that'll be okay.
Cool. Well, he's gonna make 2 great axe attacks.
Okay, both of the Duragar on either side of you are wounded, just so you know, the enlarged ones.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go for one of the ones that was hitting Vistra, because I feel like he would try and show off by...
So the one directly next to Vistra,
targets.
Go ahead, and that would also deprive his sister of a kill.
That too.
A win-win for him.
Okay. Well, that's pretty damn good. So he rolled... Let's see, what do I add to it? 6? Okay, so that 14 becomes a dirty 20, but that nat 20 becomes a 26.
Okay, so go. Damn. Okay. Roll me your triple damage
Great
or your double
axe
damage
is
plus the double.
D12. Is that the right one? That's yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna put this out here. Roll me your double damage first.
Okay. So that is gonna be 21 plus
Strength, which is a plus
which is
3.
4.
Plus 4.
So
all right. So
25.
All right. You got a nat 20. I'm going to say that you can redirect your other hit towards someone else as he is going to cleave this one dead.
Sweet.
Okay.
Okay.
So the
Nice,
one directly,
max damage.
the one next to Vistra falls in a spray of blood, and you rolled max damage on this one. How much?
So that is 16 damage.
Okay, and reverses the axe and is going to gut this one, spilling his bowels out onto the floor.
And he's just gonna kind of give both Vistra and his sister the smug look of like, that's how you do it.
All right, Lysithian, you are up again. There are a couple of Duragar left in the room. What do you do, my friend?
I am going to cast Scorching Ray on this
Perfect.
stupid piece of shit.
I want you to. Bring it.
I'm gonna.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Yes.
Well, he's visible now, so...
So Scorching Ray, that's going to be 3 fucking rays like a boop, kaboop, kaboop. All right, boop. So the first one is going to be a 16 to hit.
That is going to be a miss, actually.
Okay. It's gonna be 22.
Oh, actually, I apologize. 16 is a hit.
Okay, dope.
For
Cool,
some
so
reason,
that's
I
2.
convinced myself it was 17.
It's all good. So it's 2 out of 3. This one's going to be 18 to hit.
Yep, 16's a hit, so 18's a hit too.
Dope.
Good.
So I'm going to roll all the damage.
Oh, all of the damage. All right, now I would
All the
remind you
damage.
that these guys are resistant to cold, probably.
Well,
Oh no,
It's
they're
not
They're not
cold.
even- I know, that was the joke. So they're probably resistant to the exact opposite, right? That's the way it works.
sure.
No, it's not. All right. Also, for those of you seeing the map, I don't know why Icebound Town Ambient Only will not leave this square. It just is. It lives there now.
26 damage total from all 3 of those.
Okay. Do you want to take over narration on how you melt this guy?
I absolutely would. That would be an honor.
Please.
So I'm going to just put my hands out like this and just summon 3 motes of fire. And just, as I flick my hands forward, just have one after the other just pierce his body, finding almost like vital points.
And he will collapse to the ground, a molten husk. All right, Vistra.
That's
Unless I think you're moving or doing anything else.
Nope, that's me.
I mean, you did enough right there. All right, Vistra, you're up. What do you do?
Vistra's gonna turn and look at Grog and be like, "Wow, isn't it just like last night?" And she's gonna swing recklessly. I'll show you how it's really done.
Okay, I remind you that you are raging, so it probably sounds more like.
Probably. Yeah. Okay. And I'm gonna attack recklessly at this bastard.
You sound like a comment section.
Oh
No, she's not that mean.
That's what raging is. You're frothing at the mouth.
I'm really glad that I attacked recklessly, because this fucking dice, for the 3rd time this night, has rolled
Okay.
me a natural 20.
I'm gonna hear about this later, but let's do this.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, for sure.
Everyone's
Oh,
gonna
for
be like,
sure.
"Why did you give them NPCs? If they're rolling this well, why do they need NPCs?" I don't know. It seemed like a story thing that would actually work. Like, why
Yeah.
wouldn't they go and try to kill all the Duragar after this? People want revenge.
This is I rolled the nat 20. It is not the wind is taken out of the sails when you roll a 1 and 2 on your d12s.
I mean,
Oh no.
Felt that.
I know how many hit points this guy has. I don't think the wind's out of your sails.
I know, but
I
it's
think
just
your
like
I think your boat's fine. Really, your boat's doing better than Mike's boat.
okay,
That's true.
that's true.
It's a
All right, so
it's
that's
a boat joke. Don't worry about it.
Oh, joke.
All right, so that is a total of 17 damage.
Okay, you want to take the narration away from me? This giant Duragar stands in front of you, and you, in a bloodthirsty rage, charge him with a critical hit and do what?
I think she's going to just go straight at his, like, take a big swing and then just, like, go straight in at the chest.
All right. And he will slide off of your axe with a sucking noise. All right. And, Katarina, you are up. What do you do?
All right. So Pink has been hurt, right?
Yes, you shattered him.
Oh, that's right. I did shatter him.
You shattered him, and then, I think Trovis also, Trovis managed to stab him with a short sword.
Okay. So, track IR. I don't need you open. Go away.
Yeah.
All right. So Katarina's gonna move, kind of move into the room a little bit up against the wall here. She's gonna look at this guy, and she is going to use her Bard College feature that gives him my Bardic Inspiration die as a negative to his next saving throw.
Okay.
And so she's gonna that's the bonus action. So she's just gonna look at him and be like, God, you're really ugly when you grow. I mean, you're bad to start with, but you're worse when you grow. And so then can you give me a Constitution save, because she is going to use heat metal at 3rd level on his armor.
I rolled a 2.
So you failed, definitely.
Well, hold on. What's it, a D8? I rolled a -4.
All right, let me roll up some damage here.
Please do. I know how many hit points I have, chat. How many dice are you rolling?
I am rolling 3 die, 3
Cool.
D8s.
Would you like to narrate this, how you melt the 3 hit point enemy?
Oh yeah, totally.
If you roll 1 on all of those, he's still dead. So go ahead. Let's do this.
All right. So after she says that, she's just gonna be like, you definitely need to be a little bit hotter to hang out with us, honey. So here, let me help you with that. And she's gonna go and cast it on him, and his armor is just going to like get like white hot, and he's just gonna start cooking.
All right, he is gonna just melt.
He's gonna barbecue, fall to the ground, and then she's gonna look and be like, anyone know what barbecue Duragar tastes like?
I don't want to find out.
Don't really want to know.
I'm okay.
You try it.
The sound of battle echoes down the hall for a moment, and then there's nothing. Trovis is bleeding onto the floor a bit. I'll be fine.
Profusely, very profusely. Trovis is not okay.
All cure wounds him.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you want to use Cure Wounds, go ahead. Surprise, it was actually my way of getting rid of all your healing spells.
11.
11. Okay, so add
Also 11.
Okay, so add 22 back.
Sweet, that'll be better.
Meanwhile, as you are taking stock of the situation, Arwar is pacing around. I think a couple of the NPCs probably are. There are a set of doors directly down the hall there. But further down the hall, you will hear the sound of stone sliding on stone. And a Duragar will stand just kind of like enough that you can see that there's someone on the other side of this door, and in halting common say, "Come this way. You are expected. No trick."
Insight check.
Please.
Yeah.
The
22.
14.
14? Seems legitimate, but keep your wits about you. Do you continue that way?
Probably.
I don't see why not.
Okay. Wow, that was a noise.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Did you hear that through my mic?
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
What the hell was that? It sounded like a wolf or a coyote. We don't have
It's
those.
No.
What was it? I didn't hear it.
It was like a dog screaming, like not in a...
It literally sounded like a wolf howling
Yeah.
on my end.
But it's like out my window, which is kind of weird. Might have been we don't have foxes. All right, so heading down the hall, you can see there's a door off to the side. You can smell aromatic scents, not good ones, coming out of this room. As you approach, the Goliaths keep their weapons up and ready. Trovis wipes the blood off of his shirt and keeps his swords at the ready. Harwar, after picking up his daggers, is stalking a bit angrier than he was. Feeling ineffective at the last battle, obviously. Jarthar keeps her bow drawn. And as you look into this room, you see that it's a large chamber. 3 braziers, heaped with glowing hot coals, illuminate and heat this long hall. At the eastern end is a hexagonal stone table, surrounded by 6 stone chairs. Seated in a chair facing the door is a haggard, old Duragar woman, with long black hair, streaked with ribbons of white, and fingernails like shards of iron. She's devouring a hearty buffet of cooked meats, mushrooms, which actually those don't smell that bad. But the rest of the Underdark fare is something different. It smells strange, eldritch, and slightly sickeningly sweet and musty. Lurking next to her is a small mechanical dragon made out of a shiny black substance that you may recognize. Hunched over a hot stove on the west side of the room are 3 Duragar cooks, one of which vaguely has the outline of the one that leaned into the hall. They all drop their utensils and keep their hands near their weapons. But the old Duragar says something in Dwarvish that keeps them at bay. Those of you that speak Dwarvish will hear her say, "So, stop. It is all right." And let me show you her photo real quick, guys, because nothing really defines this like...
Hell yeah.
Ah, nice.
And there's her dragon.
I
Cool.
want that.
All right. She leans forward as she... "So," she says in common, You are here to kill Xardorok." "Is this true?" "You are here to kill Xardorok?"
Possibly.
Who the hell is Xardorok?
Leader of Dork, don't fucking...
Xardorok's sunblight. You enter his house uninvited.
You attacked our towns uninvited.
I did no such thing. You did.
Why?
I let-
Why? Why
Because
attack our towns?
Because he wants to conquer all of Icewind Dale.
Well, that sounds foolish.
It does. I am merely a guest here
Mm-hmm.
of this fool. Why do you think I had my men let you in? You never would have breached the wall. Did you take care of that pet of his? How much damage did it do? Before you did.
Why
It
do you need
hasn't-
to know?
I'm just curious.
Not to
But-
Did you
know.
make it?
No. Xardorok made it. The old fool. My name is Grandolpha Musgart. I am shall we say, a prize of his that he wishes to wed and bed. I am not the marrying kind.
Do you want us to kill him?
Now, we have something to negotiate. She smiles with sickening satisfaction, bits of meat and underdark fare between her long and well-spaced teeth. And let's call game there for the night. All right, so hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Rime of the Frostmaiden. Do you guys enjoy that one?
So
Yes.
fun.
Yeah.
So fun.
I'm glad. Okay, so I was really trying my best to have the map in and not have it overtake everything. So if there's anything I can do to tweak that, I want to make it as much fun for people just listening as it is for people watching. This fight was actually the really small fight. There is a fight up ahead that if you guys take the wrong tunnel, it could be like a 50 on 50 type of thing. Like, not to spoil anything, but there are some big fights. A lot of them are minions, but it is one of those things where, like, I kind of need a map to be able to run that. So, hey, you guys are all awesome. Thank you so much for watching. This has been fantastic, and I can't wait for episode 20, although I'm going to have to... I used the cool picture for the thumbnail of him attacking you guys, so I might have to switch that out for the YouTube one. It's because I need you guys to have that for the actual fight.
yeah, man.
So I don't know what to put. Maybe I should just put like a sexy picture of Grandolpha Moosgart. You know?
Or the fortress again? I don't know.
I could do the fortress again. Yeah, I guess I could do the top of
The
the fortress.
fortress, could just put a picture of Adam Driver.
I just put a picture of Adam. Did you like this little Adam Driver token?
It was great. It was great.
I even put it through an
Great.
oil paint filter so he looked a little more... Did you notice that I gave him a battle scar right here? God damn. I really like Harwar, and for those of you tuning in, I want you to guess how many lines of text Harwar has in the book. Like how many sentences are about him? Is it a page? Is it 3 pages? How much of an entry does he have? Let me know in the comments. But that's going to be it for us tonight. Thank you so much for watching Rime of the Frostmaiden. We love you. We will see you again on Wednesday for Shards of Nirn, which is our homebrew game. If you are not watching it and you are watching this, tune into that because it comes completely from our imaginations. It's not the official module, but I guarantee you're going to like it. It's a very exciting, fantastical world that all of our homebrew games are set in. And it's getting to a really cool, kind of dark place, and I think you're going to like it. This week they're going to a magical continent that I have to spend all day working on tomorrow because we're a game ahead of where I was expecting because they did a lot of cool stuff. But that's going to be it for us tonight. Have a great night, everybody. We love you. We'll see you next time.